was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. You were making me so sure in a heartbeat. All of my doubts disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. I know it isn't logical. That something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical. Something that you do to me. I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. body up. Yeah, caught her look and she wants it back. She's firing up that body up. Yeah, babe, you think that I want you, but nah, babe. You're one in a million, but it's not for me. I'm not into girls with a plastic trace. Don't take it too personally. Yeah. My fault, my bad. The words out, but you weren't ready for it. Show off, appearance of I got it, but I got
You rock! You rock.
It'd be hard on me now to know the truth. A bit confused, but there's a bunch of us out in the world who's just like me, not into you. Same. You think you're the deal, you know nothing, babe. I want something real, not the custom made. I'll buy you a drink, keep you company. I'm sorry, that's all it will be. My fault, my bad. The words out, but you weren't ready for it.
I need shots!
I've never been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me. Cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free. Well, I am made to be free. To be free. When I know that it's not how you get me. Been thinking about myself and myself only. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from. Wasn't how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me. Cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to You, I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want. There must be a way I can make you see that if we fell in love, it would be so sweet. But when it's you and me, nobody can bring us down, bring us down. But I don't wanna love if you don't love me back. 'Cause I don't wanna love if you don't love me back.
dodging. Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
Very big. Nice.
Chicken one. That's the pack. Oh! Yo, that was a... Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Realm Royale Solo Tournament. I wish I could say that I'm happy to be here, but I've lost my co-partner somewhere, my co-caster, and honestly, I've checked the whole room. I mean, this is...
You didn't check behind the chest, idiot. I was crouching there the whole time.
My best ninja impression right there. And we just wanted to show a little bit of some of the fun side of how things can get tricky.
I even wore my purple shirt for this
You
bit
blend
today.
in real well, man. Let me tell you, Chameleon does not quite cut it. You are absolutely... I mean, this tone is direct Photoshop onto
there.
your shirt.
I'm in there,
You're in there like swimwear. All right, Rain Day and Pretty are here for the cast today, and it is a fun tournament. You guys will be seeing not the best duos, but the best solo players fighting it out for $10,000 in 6 rounds. And if you want to be a part of the Realm Royale action, if you like what you see, download it for free on Steam.
We got the PTS rolling as well. We do frequent updates to that, so you can go ahead and get a leg up on the patch to come. Numbers are not final. Mechanics are not final in that. But if they are, you'll have a leg up if you play it. It's also free.
That's true. It could also screw you up because those changes don't go into live, so that's also possible.
Dang.
I'm just kidding.
You want to play?
I want to play devil's advocate, just to apply a different point of view as well. You know, there's so much excitement, Nick. What are you looking forward to most about the solo
It's solos.
aspect?
It's the first time we're seeing a solo environment. It completely changes the game dynamic. There's no, oh, I'm going to hold this angle while you push and flank this. There isn't any of that, right? There's no solo. There's no lone wolf play. It's, you know, you go down, you're likely to be out as well. Are people going to be dropping in different places? Are we going to see more crafting?
Right.
Are we going to see kills happen later in the game?
Right.
There's so much up in the air right now.
And the first 6 rounds, I mean, as well, that's super exciting. As you guys know, coming into it, the prizing is similar to what we did yesterday in the duo tournament. $4,000 at the top, and 5th through 8th will now be receiving $500 as a bit of cash for them and their efforts today. Placement is a positive value. Place first, you get 1 point. Place 5th, you get 5 points, and you cannot gain over 20. Those kills that you get are going to -2 off of your score. Each kill worth a lot. So if you place in first, second, third, and you have a lot of kills, that is a huge round. Usually we see somewhere around negative anything to positive 20 being within the money for these.
Sure, and with only 6 rounds to play, every round is going to be worth more. So when you're tanking a couple in a row, you're going to be hurting yourself a lot more than you would on an 8-round day or a 10-round day.
Yeah, it means a little bit more. So really, round 1 means so much more for these players, where a lot of the conversation, I think, that's amongst the duos is, let's drop here. Let's see what happens, right? And now it's, as a solo player, you don't have that person to talk to, but you don't also have any wiggle room. You have to do well in this game. So I do think we will see a slower-paced environment for at least the first round of this solo tournament.
Right, and I'm excited for it because you've got a different context, right? When you're playing in a duo tournament, you see one guy, you're looking around.
Yeah.
All right, where's the other guy?
Yeah.
Is this a lone wolf? You know, you have a lot of questions. You got to get the full context of the situation. So let's take a look at who's playing, right? We can take a look and see, you know, is it going to be Kefri off here, Bird off here, alternate, MTash, Danny Incon, Shift, all the names that you know and you're coming to love. And, of course, JJD. Who is that? We got to figure out who that is.
JJD's points. That's what he's trying to get right here. I think Buddha and Spirit, who have been around but haven't done much, have a chance to show themselves. Chappie, Desert UK was in. Yohelion as well. E-Ray TV, my brother from another mother. I don't know who he is still. I got to check the stream out. G-Dolphin, Kefri, Hodzic. I mean, names that we all see basically in duos, Nick, but now fighting for their own prize.
How many people do we have? Because these are like all the duo team, right?
I mean,
so
66 people.
66 is what I'm hearing.
That's basically a full Realm lobby. I mean,
that's fun. That's going to be a good time for sure. Zafiki, Boyd, Arden, Ependary, Game Hunter, and 420 Brain, Cookie Mang, all the guys, all the gangs here. Handworker's back. Shout outs.
Handworker is back.
Now Mage is cool, so.
A Flux as well. Him and Anonymous, 1 second, Nick, yesterday. Or 1 second.
Yeah.
Cybait and Low One. Low One here is in this one for sure. Book of Ken.
Yes, brother.
FPS reps. We found out that was actually just Bird's longtime friend.
That's cool.
And he has played for 3 days. Surprise Bird invited him to the 10K, but that's the best way to, sink or swim, jump into the deep end.
Yeah.
Towards the later rounds, he's actually started to look decent.
You got to start sooner or later, right?
Yeah.
May as well be now, longtime friend. That's always cool to play with, right? You
Yeah.
know, you're going to have good chemistry with that type of person.
The only thing that hurts me, and this is maybe as a team, Bird and Kefri were gaining some traction there. I mean, they weren't invited by themselves to the 100Ks, but those were names being built. Now he's got to do it over again, but hopefully the long road works out for him. If you guys want to check out what's happening during these 6 rounds or at all with esports and Realm, go to esports.realmroyale.com. It's the easiest place to find it. And if you want to watch along with us while we check out our map down below and see where these players are moving, you can go to twitch.tv/Realm Royale map. That will give you information on who's forging where, what teams are moving to which locations, and who might be running into somebody else.
Yep, and it helps you kind of, keep it in context, right? You get to see where the circles are going,
Yeah.
how these players want to approach. And it's a fun thing to watch today because we've never seen a solo tournament before. We've never seen how the movement's going to differ for guys today.
True.
What classes are going to be played today? That's a big question.
Yeah, I mean, now this changes the meta, right? As we head into some of these classes to talk about. Maybe Mage being the most important one to talk about, too, because we saw that huge rise in play rate as the Warrior fell off, as some of the Assassin changes came through, and we saw a lot of Mage yesterday. How is this as a 1v1 class? To me, this is a very strong pick.
It all rides on the ice block for sure. It's what can you get out? Can you absorb an ice block, a shot from a sniper, a poppy bomb, something like that? If you can get an effective ice block off in a 1v1 situation, it's going to be good, as well as just the potion effectiveness is really going to be helpful.
That's
if you
big.
can just get one of those off, it's 500 some odd effective health in a fight there. Incredibly useful. Obviously, Soar, one of the better movement abilities in the game.
You know who else I'm curious about, man? I'm curious about the Engineer.
Yeah,
to me, he's been the biggest and most important class in all of duos. I don't know. Do you think this is just as valuable as a solo class?
Yeah, because I think Barricade is just that good. Barricade might be the best ability in the game.
You're speaking from just some bad experiences yesterday.
It's insane. I mean, think about it. It's just like it's massive.
It can even kill you.
Yeah. I mean, when I couldn't figure out a way around it. The thing of it is, Engineer, they lost their good passive, I think. I don't think the 10% force speed is particularly useful, especially when you compare it against armor regen that they used to have. Yeah. So they took a little bit of a hit there. Turret is hot garbage. I think Healing Totem might have a place, but most people are running Fire Bombs. I think it's, if you get that legendary Healing Totem, you might consider picking it up in a solo environment when you are going to be having to sustain through those 1v1s.
And we all know how good turrets are. I mean, we got shown that yesterday with him not even picking it up. As the dude had the ability to pick up a turret.
He had an empty slot.
And he decided,
and he said,
no.
Nothing useful here.
Nothing useful here. I don't see you. You're still crouching in the room, and I have no idea that there's something around me. Well, we're getting ready to jump into this 6-round tournament. Again, 6 rounds, so things heating up a lot faster than usual. You may be used to going to the gym, taking some lunch breaks, calling distant loved ones and catching up for hours between these 10-round tournaments. But right now, you got to have your stuff ready. Right. Save the next 3 hours because it is going to be action-packed, exciting, as we head into round 1 here. Solo Dolo, 6 rounds, $4,000 for the winner. That's a big day.
Gotta say, the thing I'm most curious about is just what people are playing. I have to imagine what.
I think Assassin will be a big part of that.
Sure. What you were playing in the duo. Like, how many people, how many of those engineers, those mages, those warriors, the couple hunters, right? How many of those people stick to what they were playing in duos? Was there something to having those both for a composition? Was that a composition of just what I'm best at and what you're best at, or was there more thought behind it?
I think you have to look at the engineers, to me, as being the most staple of the ideal duo or squad or anything higher than that type compatriot, because they bring that barricade, they bring that zoning, they bring that thing that allows you and your team Healing Totem as well. That's why I'm curious. Will we see as many here? I'll Shift says yes, absolutely.
So far, nothing but engineers.
And landing down by the Dragon Bones as well. There's a warrior by Yohelion. That's another class we haven't talked about much.
The boy pulls a purple heirloom and a green barricade. And a
wow, great stuff.
Streamer loot, hello.
Get the fight on. You know what? It's a little bit of an early barricade. I think he could have maybe gotten to a better position, baited Yohelion and some of his abilities out now. I'll Shift. Allen's used all of his abilities. Yohelion knows it, but he must not have great gear, must not have a lot of sustain, as he is not pushing this very much and actually looking to run away.
I mean, Shift is just so geared right now for the first 30 seconds of the game. The purple heirloom. Heirloom Definitely making a splash yesterday. A couple of comments made on Twitter about, like, where's this coming from, specifically from Shift. Like, what happened? And, you know, Cybe just kind of trolling. Big Leon player from his competitive Paladin days, so that's, you know, a weapon that's very familiar to him. And he was just like, LOL, heirloom rifle, by the way.
I honestly have always been surprised at the lack of heirloom rifle in competitive play. And I think it was something that we've seen this in Paladins too, man. I mean, sometimes pro players just get a feel about something, and whether it's good or not, they all decide we're not using this, it's not good. Or vice versa. Right?
I'm curious to get your thoughts. For me personally, any weapon, and you know, all these weapons are technically from Paladins. Like, it's hard for me to use like the crossbow and the heirloom rifle because they function so differently than they do in Paladins. So my brain sees it, hears it, is trying to use it as I have been for a couple of years in the past, and I'll find myself firing the crossbow like at half speed because that's how Cassie uses it, right?
And I think that's a testament to how different they ended up being, and you know, these franchises and the way that Realm Royale has separated itself as a unique title. But I totally agree with you there. Sometimes, you know, when you come from a different game, hard to sometimes do both, change those habits that have been built in. Overpowered finding a kill on the JJD, our man with the plan. And E-Ray TV here. Let's see if E-Ray can hold it down for the E-Rays of the world. He misses the slug shot, and so now he knows he's there.
Bird not looking too interested in that. G-Dolphin.
Must be in a fight here.
Not even close, really. I don't see any cause for alarm here.
He's getting pushed.
It's just a day in the life of G-Dolphin.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting pushed. And is this Cuss? Yes, it was Cuss who was fighting G-Dolphin here. And this is near Lumberfall. Giant finding a kill on the Octane Pro TV. Cuss just looking for what was some very, very low bait. And now he's getting fired on. And this has totally, completely changed the ties. He has no armor potion. And now G-Dolphin has put a very big dent onto Cuss Cutie's health. Cuss Cutie just trying to get some vision. And he's going to blink around outside. Big statement for him, too, is that he feels Alternate is really holding their duo team together. And Cuss, you know, he's a grinder. He puts in the time. He's looking to put in time today to make sure he has better performances when it counts.
Loses a lot of armor for that Bird. Pulling out the Warrior.
Oh, it's a big fight.
He's got his full kit. I'm not sure if I'm sure he would like a charge if he could. Slick right around the corner here. Right shoulder, though.
Oh, my God.
Two-tapped. Slicky boy won't miss twice.
I mean, and a green slug, my man. That was impressive. Slick gets a headshot midair. He's got to. And he also just timed that out, patience that out. I mean, IELTS Shift, great player. We've seen how much he's put into energy and time into the YouTube videos and the guides and really improving himself. But he talked highly of Slick when he added him to his roster. Said, this guy, I play with him in Lawbreakers, and boy, oh boy, does he have a shot. Bird gets the first taste of that in round one here.
Cybate, our winner from yesterday's 10K, playing the Warrior today. And we'll be squaring off at the Jade Gardens Forge here.
Assuming he's forging.
I'm not sure whose it is.
Because
he already has, right? He already has a helmet. Still 75 in the tank, so I mean, that kind of makes sense. He's got a kill online as well. Finds a tag on the Yohellens. Burns his charge early there. Cybate's got the healing potion. He wants this one. He wants to move in here, wants to find one more shot.
Oh,
and he does.
Wow.
Dinks him right around the pillar. The patience as well there from Cybe.
That's what got me, the patience. I said, wow. And he was fighting against an epic burst rifle. Those don't lose very often, Nick. Slick here versus E-Ray. Will my man do it up?
I don't know.
For the E-Rays of the
got
world.
Like 500 HP against Slick's
just run, brother. Save the lineage. Save the lineage.
Think of your children.
Think of your children, your grandchildren. Think of the dynasty that is possible.
And he does. And he gone. Zombie Unicorn here in the 1v1 with Zyphobia.
Oh!
Looking for it. Come on, one more shot. It would have been good. 89 HP to spare Zyphobia. So close.
Now, I also have to say, Nick, he tweeted at us yesterday, and he said, I can't believe the casters think my name is like Xenophobia or Zyphobia. I should take the X's out. So I think he goes by Phobia.
Oh, okay.
But he is aware that his name is relatively confusing.
Well, you know, when you got the XX,
when you put X's
XD
in there,
Lamau.
yeah, I know. We get it all the time. With
Pro
console.
tip. Make your name easy to say if you want to have a professional brand in anything.
And
right?
if you want to be remembered visually, don't make an anime character your Twitter profile image.
See, that's definitely that's a charge statement from me, so I don't feel like I can make that. You can. You can make it for me.
Hey, man.
You complete me.
The second you realize anime is cool.
I don't think it's uncool.
No, I know. But
I
the
just
second
feel like
you realize
I don't want
cool,
people to think I'm a hater, because I think it's, you know, you do what you want. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, okay. We won't release some of those tapes, some of those audio recordings.
Oh, no, shift from the backside. Man, I don't know how we lost track of that there. Cybate sneaks up on him.
Big fight.
Purple burst as well. Cybate coming all the way from Jay Gardens to put him in the dirt. Purple heirloom down there as well, and we know he loved that.
You know what? It is interesting. So Zee1Unknown was there fighting. He realizes it's Cybate, wants to maybe run away, doesn't have great health, at least heal up. Zee1Unknown has nothing going for him here. I mean, it would take a miracle as we see a Flux start to move in.
Yeah, I think you just leave. You try and get out of this.
I mean, he's going to let Cybate in the Flux. I mean, he could clean this up. Zee1Unknown in a really rare position where he could have been the target of a Flux or Cybate, but ends up being the target of none.
And he comes
and he
across
finds potions.
Is that from Shift's loot pile, maybe?
Could have
been.
been.
He goes around that corner.
Is Cyb full?
No, he's still inside, though. And a Flux has him spotted out now. If Cyb rotates back to the Z1's pinched, and
yeah,
probably dead.
But, I mean, look at him. I mean, I'd take dead and full health, you know, and be able to fight versus just actually no health and not be able to. A Flux maybe bites off more than he can chew and starts running. And that costs him 2 shots, 2 free shots. Z1 shot at the back. Nice headshot. He's got to do it one more time. Oh, Z1 catches him there, but I think Cybate is rolling in soon, Nick. The fight is not over. It has just begun. Cybate sees the loot pile. He knows where he's got to be. Purple heirloom. And a headshot. See you later. Zee1Unknown bites the dust.
You hate to see it. And it felt like to me, I mean, he starts that heal pretty late. It feels like he maybe doesn't even hear Cybate coming in. Phobia, he's going to rotate out of this building now, but he got a shielding potion off, so he saves himself taking a gross amount of damage, and he is just going to go toe-to-toe here.
With Mikey and G-Dolphin?
Questionable crouches there around the corner. He gets around alive, though. We've got a little Mexican standoff happening. 1, 2, 3, 4 players involved in this engagement, and there's a 5th very close nearby that could be here in any second.
Yeah, I mean, FPS Reps hit some good shots. I mean, that's definitely a nice sign, especially if you're Bird watching from Spectator at this point. I'm sure he has at least some awareness. Phobia fighting against Mikey and G-Dolphin. G-Dolphin and Mikey, normally a pair, happen to run across the same area in Fungal Forest, but they're going to back off. 28 teams remaining. Well, I thought we were going to see a little bit more of some cautious play, Nick. And in many ways, you can say that there is some cautious play going on, but definitely not, you know, camping.
Overall, it still feels like we have about the same number of people left alive at this stage of the game. So Chappie's going to pick yet another kill up. His 3rd of the game. He doesn't have a concussion bomb online. There is a common one available there. Keva Flash tries to put some damage onto this Maeve. Zepihi crouching behind a chest. Let's see if Keva Flash knows to check that.
Oh, concussion bomb. Are you kidding me?
And that's it.
I mean, Zap did everything he needed to do, but here it is, Desert UK, and there's 2 chickens running around. Chaos ensues. Desert doesn't know that Insom is around. Insom trying to maybe poach one of these kills. He's going to concussion bomb away and just secure it. It's 2 for him. A legendary helm. This assassin is kitted. Only boots remain. And he's got himself a legendary smoke screen potentially, but he's not going to opt for it.
He's happy with that legendary concussion bomb for the moment. What a spot to be in. Sub 10 minutes. 3 legendary armor pieces. Your legendary, arguably your most important ability. You've got your purple blink, a purple slug, a green burst.
Yeah.
You're feeling good. And if he can take down Insom here, who is decently kitted himself, he's going to be in an even better spot. How much of that? We're seeing so much of that today, though. We're just like, people are just rotating into fights kind of out of nowhere. It's hard to really gather how many people are around the situation.
Smart time. You're right, Nick. I mean, smart timing here, I think, for Void and Railator. The rotation is because he sees the numbers on the forge and knows that somebody's about to go pick it up. Good Ghost Walk, but it's relatively defensive in terms of his efficacy in this fight. He's going to get pushed back. He's going to lose his armor. Now he's got to heal or take a fight that's not an advantage, and this is a preemptive Ghost Walk by Void, and he hears the healing. This is what a Flux said, why he didn't push when his teammate Anonymous was down. He heard the healing, or at least he would have been if he had continued to do so.
Boots online here, Void. He's not afraid to fight this, even though he has plenty of healing. The zone is coming. Relatively early game zone here. It's not going to hurt too badly. Who breaks first? That's always the question in these zone engagements. Just gets burned down. A great concussion bomb there.
Can he do it, though?
He's got a decision to make. He's got the healing for it as well. I think you start the... Yeah, you're pretty close to the zone here.
He started too late? He might have. Oh,
1 tick.
Oh, wow, that was close. And he's deciding, do I go back at this point? Do I go back and try to get that? Because those are more portions, and Void has a ton.
It's tough. He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. Shaw here. the honorless engineer, you might say.
You might
He
say.
put me in the dirt last night. I'm salty about it. FPS reps. He's got everything he needs to win this fight here. One more burst, and order is restored.
And 1v1s are so fascinating, too. And, you know, we've seen a lot of assassins, but the preemptive ghost walk is something that's come into play a lot more often. You know, doing that to advance safely around a corner. The 3-second duration is really the key there because it's just such a long time for him to gain ground, whatever level it is.
Yeah. Overpowered. Has a snipe. He's going to line it up. Not the headshot, though. Finds the body of Mikey. Will he push this? That's the question. It is in the zone, right?
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a hyper-risky push in and of itself. Throws out the sensor drone, gets the information, knows exactly where, but he doesn't have the angle to play with.
And he's lucky no one's around, and he's aware of that. He's aware of just the relative absence of people outside of Mikey and himself. And so he is safe holding this higher ground, relatively open, but it is at the top of a peak. He's going to just reposition, see if he can get a better angle onto Mikey, who's definitely aware that Overpowered is here.
And it kind of bugs you out when you're just constantly being – it's like, where do I move? What do I do?
Right.
I can't pull anything. He knows every move that I'm going to make before I make it. Sidebait and Slick up here on the castle wall. The Golden Knight. My man is geared right now, brothers. 2,400 effective health. Slick, healthy, but not that healthy.
And Saib knows exactly what Slick wants to do. He wants to use that sniper. He wants to try to get an early shot and then push the fight. Saib obviously doesn't want to allow that. So Slick and him, they just leave. They've both got a lot to save here. 3 kills and then 4 kills respectively for both Slick and Saib. But Saib is actually going to run into Vexito, who we've seen have some great games earlier on. And will Slick make the rotation to maybe crash this party?
And that's so funny. I looked at the minimap. There's 4 people in Sentinel Hold. We just saw really, you know, Sidebait and Slick sort of squaring off there, but there were so many more people around. Sidebait, again, 2,400 max HP here. He's got all of his armor, so when he's sitting at half HP, you know, there's a sizable chunk that's just been taken out of his armor bar.
And he's got a white burst, but this is headshot range. You know, he's just so above this fight. And now Saib has to figure out, how do I reposition? He's clearly aware of me. I've got nothing to be able to do with that Slick. That's that fire sniper, and now Saib is in trouble. But Fakezito knows someone else is around, and will Fakezito get hit? He does. Slick takes the high ground, and now he knows the fog is working as a second teammate for him. He may not have IL Shift as a duo this time, but this one hurts just as badly.
I mean, you have no duo partner to call out that the fog is indeed coming.
That's true.
It's no wonder Sidebait is caught out here.
I mean, Fakezito as well, except he had such a better position. Saib.
Look at all these people, man. This is about to be insane.
And one of the things we have to talk about, too, is the healing passive from the Warrior with the Legendary Breastplate is, wow, Slick just ends it real quick, but, oh, Saib almost claims it. It's going to allow him to get out of the fog with a little bit less to, I think, go for. Slick is one tap away, and it's just a horrible, horrible chance that he runs into FPS reps, who takes all the gear and is actually going to try to get it before the fog continues to move.
This is more refereeing, spoiling, whatever you want to call it. There's more of that in this first game of this tournament, I feel, than there has been impactful moments of that in any of our other tournaments combined. Like, it's just constant chaos. Someone's rotating. I mean,
hello.
This is a learning experience for all of these players, right?
Is.
I don't know. I expect this to change drastically the way these guys take their fights as this tournament goes on.
And this is FPS reps who didn't fight much against Sidebait and Low One, the winners of yesterday's 10K and the duo. But Gentle Giant.
Like, look at this.
I mean, look at this positioning.
How do you get a fight?
This is what happens, and FPS Reps is the one that goes down, and Sidebait finds the kill. Now Gentle Giant knows who this is. He knows he was the winner yesterday. A fireball. It doesn't hit. Oh, it actually does, and now he's going to chase him down. Sidebait might have a healing potion, though. The charge gets him into the fog, and this could be it for Sidebait. He hits the shots. The ice block is there. One more burst will do it. He should be dead to rights. Oh, the fireball and the shotgun clean up Sidebait, and that is some loot, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go get legendaried out right now.
That was a real JJD moment, though. That was so close to just being absolutely a legendary play from Sidebait there. And I think really that healing from that ice block may have just saved his skin there, because Sidebait was hitting a couple more shots.
He's negative in this game by at least -5.
What a performance.
Because only 7 teams remaining after that. I mean, and he had at least 5, 6 elims. So great stuff from him. And I think you're going to see when Sidebait shows up here in the solo aspect of things, he's gonna look like one of the best players in Realm Royale. I've seen this guy's win rate on Warriors. It's ridiculous. I mean, this guy wins literally like every game and loses, wins the next one. I mean, the consistency with which he performs has been miraculous to see.
And something we didn't really touch on yesterday, they're EU. These games are played on NA.
Yeah.
They won that tournament on ping, right? That's how good these guys are. Cybe8 still playing. He didn't move, right? He's still on EU today. He's still putting in the work in the solo event. Incredible stuff from him.
Big day from him, too. I mean, if he obviously got 2K yesterday splitting that prize pool with Low One, but if he gets the 4K today coming in first, I mean, that's a
true. You don't
$6,000
got to
week.
split.
That is huge. That is massive. But you know who else is fighting for that? Overpowered as well. I believe Kefri is still alive as well. He's done so well in his history of Realm Royale, of just staying alive in these final moments, Nick.
He's channeling the Bee Gees. There it is. I love it.
And Kefri is on the edge, as we expect to see. And now, look, is it Mikey? I believe it is Mikey and Kefri going at it. Kefri looks to hit the big sniper shot, or at least the big slug shot. Mikey is now without any armor, as Overpowered still holds on to Reliator.
Let's go to that fight. I mean, these guys are just poking at each other. Kefri gets involved in the zone. But again, look at this. It's just never a fair fight. Someone is always going to rotate in on you.
There's
without
no
honor.
Yeah, there is no honor in it.
I mean, I guess that's what Shaw was practicing for last night.
36 health. He's done.
Yeah, what do you do?
He's done. But you know what? He's going to force her to get in the fog. I mean, that's it. I'm not sure how many eliminations he had. And Gentle Giant, 3 players, 5 elims. I mean, if he wins this one, Nick, takes the other 2 out, that is a -14. That is a big score.
Everyone's got
-13.
5.
I mean, that's a big score.
That Mage had 5?
She did.
Chappie's got 5. Overpowered's got 5. Everyone's got 5 here. You get 5 and you get 5. It's -10 for all these players.
Look alive.
So we've got the -7, -8, and the -9 placings on the line. Who gets the kills? Who gets what's really left on the board? That's what you want to be fighting for at this stage of the game. The kills are worth more than the placing.
Yeah, I mean, this is an extremely, extremely important thing, because you're taking away a positive point and you're getting a negative. So it's a -3 added on to each of these teams.
They're big.
Ahead of each other. So, you know, it does matter. It really, really does. It's no longer the duos and, oh, man, you know, 3 players
and
alive.
It's solo, right? Because every kill is technically worth 3.
Yeah.
Because you're knocking somebody out and you're giving yourself and everyone
true.
else in the lobby a point, I suppose.
Overpowered and Chappie taking high ground, a little bit more available to be seen. And that's why he's rotating, and he doesn't know maybe that Overpowered is actually in these bushes. The bamboo stocks doing their job of hiding.
Wow. And he just stops clearing it right there.
Yeah.
Happenstance.
Might have been better for his health.
Sure. And, you know, just 50 armor off capacity here. And Chappie Overpowered. So we got Assassin, Mage.
I don't even see his UI.
He's like down pat. Yeah. He's just
my
a little bit out of range of the camera there. He's down on the south side.
Who do you like here?
Holding it down for the 6. Where's that circle?
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time, Nick, Chappie and Overpowered.
I don't know. I just think they're gonna hit collide first, right?
Yeah.
And I think Gentle Giant is gonna be easier
with a mage,
to just rotate in.
I mean, this is the thing. You might want to start this fight or come in third, but then you have the ice block. You can delay it. You can reset it, and then they're already aware of each other. Yeah, this is interesting. Gentle Giant gets the first shot, and now Chappie knows where he is. So he's maybe trying to get an angle on a Gentle Giant, but he can't get there unless he reveals his head for just a brief moment as he tries to traverse maybe through this. But he's going to take the safer route and just get so he can't get flanked.
From what I've seen so far, it's all about who comes to the fight late. Who is player 3 has entered the game. That's the guy that normally comes out on top of these fights.
A new challenger has entered.
I don't know. So Overpowered may or may not have heard Chappie running up on that hill. That's close to irrelevant now. Chappie knows where both of these players are. He knows they're both on that side of the circle. That's where the shots were being fired at, so that's what he can surmise. I think Gentle Giant has given up his position, but has the best positioning here. And he's just going to take the fight.
For real? I mean, he's like, look, let me get an elim.
Get that shotty.
I know where he is.
Put that shotty to the body.
Oh, my. Are you kidding me? Headshot. Headshot. Overpowered is in trouble. And I love the swapping as well. And he just switched spots. He's going to go for it. Look at this legendary sword. He's not worried. He knows he can get this cooldown back. But
nice
no,
shot.
not fast enough. And this is what happens. Now Chappie's going to move. Gentle Giant is no longer the biggest issue. And Chappie's going to aim a shot. Headshot. Fire sniper. See you later. Somebody call the fire department because they need to put that one out soon.
Overpower got off that second armor kit. That's going to be huge for this fight here. Chappie's so good with the crossbow as well. Sniper's not loaded. He eats one more shot as he goes around the corner. These players close in HP. Slight advantage to Overpowered.
Chappie with that kill, so pushing him up a rank. -3 added to his score. And
Full
Overpowered
reset.
still getting a negative 1, essentially, because he lost a team there. So looking for this final kill. It will separate the top 2 players, Overpowered and Chappie. It's not the first time they have dueled against one another. They had that epic 1v1v2 at the top of Northport. Will it go the same way to
That
Overpowered
hurts.
this time again? No Sony, but Overpowered, he produces results, and he's going to find the first win ever in competitive Realm Royale solo tournaments.
I mean, running no concussion bomb there for Chappie, and that late game fog is so dangerous, right? You send him out there, he was going to take so much damage already. He didn't have a chance.
The mobility, too, I've seen the best focus of Assassin V and Assassin mobility, as I actually saw yesterday. He would blink forward. So he basically jumps this way, and then he concussion bombs, and he knocks this player who's here even farther back and himself farther back that way. So he really creates this huge level of space between the two of them very quickly. And as you see, you know, a lot of great moments. This is where Zombie Unicorn Nick just almost got Phobia. And who could forget this fight between a Flux, Z1, and Side8, who looked like one of the winners.
I mean, it was. I wanted to talk about Z1 there, but he got killed so quickly thereafter. He played that fight so well. He had the right shoulder, and he maintained that throughout that fight. He blinked up and over the forge instead of directly on top of his opponent, just so he could maintain that slight vision advantage.
Great stuff here from FPS Reps. Putting in some FPS reps against Shaw, using the Ghost Walk with a lot of tact. And we are very close to seeing some of the post-game stats to see the exact point total and score. Gentle Giant, I mean, this was the big play, right? I mean, taking down Side8. If it wasn't Gentle, it was probably going to be Side8 who came into this final.
Okay, so he heals up about 300
I mean,
there,
what a fireball.
and then gets taken. Yeah, I mean, that ice block, I'd have to do the exact math because it's that close. That may have saved his life because he got healed up about 300 or so, and then immediately got brought back down to where he was pre-ice block. Side8 almost making the hero plays there, but it's still a good round for him nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, just maybe choked.
Wow, 3 in a row.
You know, maybe with the heirloom, it didn't have the same coverage, but maybe the burst rifle might have, you know, because it has those 3 shots you can kind of trace a little bit as the movement of the ice block happens. But either way, Side8's happy. He's got a -3, puts himself in the 4th position in this game. Gentle Giant, -7. And Chappie and Overpowered, I mean, because Chappie took that earlier kill and Overpowered to get both, -11, -10.
Not a big deal. Chappie's not too upset about that as well. It's just a good conk. That's where, you know, you get hit with that conk bomb, you kind of, you know, take your hands off keyboard a little bit and say, well, that was nice. That's going to be it for me.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people are going to get these 20 caps, Nick, because it's you know, the people.
Got a lot of people above 20.
A lot of teams, too. It's double the amount of teams that are above 20.
Yeah, I got to say that the 20 cap is very important for a solo event.
Yeah.
You got to say.
Yeah.
Or else, you know, 420 Brain Lassus, they're all 62, 63.
But you can see how important it is to just find
Timmy.
one elim, right? It's Timmy. Alternate there in what? I mean, dies 50th, but he gets 2 elims. So he's 16. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's top 16 right now.
It ain't
He
bad.
is.
It ain't bad at all.
He's got to be. Oh,
said he had
sorry.
16 points?
He's probably top 20-ish. Yeah, I was looking at behind. Sorry. But he does. He has 16 points. I mean, he's 19, right? And he has a horrible round. But he gets 2 elims. I mean, elims are super important.
Yeah, the kills are kind of, and I like that. I was like, you know, that's not the guys hiding behind the chests.
No.
It's not very relevant to their placing. The guys that are fragging out, if you can even just get a couple, right? Even
just
one.
Just a few,
even 2 is going to help. Every little bit helps.
It pushes you ahead of this lobby, and it's very much like a marathon in the aspect of there's like this pack of people who are running maybe a 5K, but then there's those 5, 6, 7 that separate themselves from the pack, and then that pack is running, you know, at a different pace. And if you can keep up with it, I mean, it's the last sprint that's going to determine who gets the victory, right?
And there's a lot, you know, mentally that when you fall a certain amount behind, right?
Yeah. Well, it's
you're
fun.
less in it.
Yeah.
You're less about it. So we're going to go ahead and no break, getting ready to get right into this one here. What do you think about the classes that we saw? I mean, it felt relatively diverse.
It did. It felt like
roughly the same distribution.
Relative lack of engineer in the final circle, and I think we will start to tilt away from a lot of engineers. You know, it was the first class I played in Realm Royale. It was the first class I got my first Crown Royale. I feel like it is a very viable solo, but I think we will see a lot of assassins. I think we'll see a lot of mages. I think we'll start to see some hunters later on in today as well.
Maybe.
I think once people start failing, I think they'll say, why not? Give it a try.
I love that bow. I think the bow is so good.
Withdraw, too. I mean, you talk about 1v1 skills, flare, withdraw, even Proxmine. In a lot of moments, they buff the projectile speed. I noticed it. It's good.
It's a big area.
It's good.
I feel about the same about Blast Shot and Prox. I think, you know, it's really rarity based for me with those two abilities. I think they're both
Proxmine's
good,
better in my opinion.
both effective.
Yeah.
Proxmine's just hard to use from below, which you often find yourself as a hunter. You've got no way to get up or even level with a lot of your opponents, so you have to be careful when you run that.
Round 2 of 6. I mean, that was, you know, quite a bit of this tournament already. I mean, we are looking at 30% done after this round.
I want to see somebody, Legendary Proxmine, against a Mage. Mage ice blocks, throw it down right at their feet, hit them for the full glorious 1200.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a stupid
and
amount of damage.
What it is because the projectile speed, it's so much more reliable as to where you're hitting it. And the AoE is pretty big. I mean, you may not take all of it, but you'll take some. Overpowered and Sony! Ex-teammates here fighting, and Overpowered gets the better end this time around, even though Sony and Cookie Man placed yesterday within the money.
Does he emote?
And I think this is where they were pretty consistent in landing in a lot of the 10Ks, 100Ks as partners. So it's funny, as solos.
They both just went there, opened the chest.
There.
They just start slamming it, man.
You know what's so interesting too, Nick? It's like there's this tech of like who opens the chest, and then it locks you out. Exactly. You could wait for someone to open it.
I get that a lot because I go to the same weapon chest every time in Lumberfall, and it's, you know, it takes a second to render sometimes. And I'm just sitting there spamming E. Sometimes I come up with a weapon, sometimes I don't.
Trinity Hills drop is not the worst, not the best. The reason I like Trinity Hills is because it allows you for a lot of loot. The reason I don't like it is because you never know how close you are to being next to someone else because there's so many houses and so many levels. That's the biggest thing for me. Not just the houses, it's the fact that it's a tertiary leveled area where you have 1, 2, and 3. 3 being the highest where the Forge is at.
You know, I've started to look around when I'm dropping more often. If no one's immediately on me, I'll instantly just look up and around just to see how many people can I see coming into this.
Right.
Shift and
are they? Wait, what?
I'm confused.
Wait, huh? Maybe he. Wait, what? Oh, I think we just had a spectator bug there. Shift using the revolver to great a fail, and then the SMG, and he gives the clap. Oh, Shift. A little BM. Is that a little early? I mean, hey, you got 25K yesterday or last week, so it's not early.
It's changed him.
It changed him, dude. I knew you were changed.
Now a little 1v1v1 going on, a little skirmish action.
That's fun.
Here near Cold Mist Village. Clow, no armor, but he's got the healing totem as well as using a potion. Thrust on up. Beautiful start to this. 420 brain.
Oh my!
Puts him in the absolute dirt. Oh my goodness.
Thank you for the goodies. Thank you for the goodies.
Huge turret play
Don't tell me turrets are not valuable, Nick. You know what they did increase, and he's going to get aggressed on here by Handworker. This is a German streamer, and that's what the barricade's useful for. You go into these fights, you create your space, and they have to back off, and that puts him on the defensive. You should get a free shot, but this time, because of the layers, he doesn't. But he's done what he needs to do, I think. He just, like, now it's not a he's aggressing onto me. It's an even fight.
Both these players have their right shoulder. It's just really about who wants it more, who's feeling it.
This is what
barricade goes down. It's rough. Sore. And 420 brain just not connecting shots at the moment.
Yeah, but, you know, you're right. That's what the difference is. You're right. I mean, Handworker doing everything that he can.
There's
420 brain. He needs one more thrust.
Oh, the double thrust.
Oh, lands on the dome.
Goomba stomped.
Thank you for the goodies. Thank you for the goodies.
Yikes.
Over
at Gray, man.
Yeah.
And some. What's this place called? Frostbite Village?
It's called Cold Mist Village.
Cold Mist is down.
And then this, no, this one is near Ice Haven. This one's near Ice Haven.
There's Valley, Cold Mist Village. Oh, is this one unmarked? Am I trolling?
Or is this?
It's something. No, it is Ice Haven. You're right. I don't know why I wanted to say Frostbite something.
Frostbite something because there's just like several thousand uses of Frostbite and things gaming related, so you probably...
It's pretty edgy, huh?
Yeah.
It's a good...
Frostbite Caverns, Valley, I mean, it's, you know, this is Gaming 101, just gaming names.
Strawberry Fields. I think he put his dinosaur tail through the door there.
But watch out!
Look at this. There's so much of this, man. These skirmishes. It's really, really interesting to watch how these players are trying to take these fights. Strawberry Fields comes out of that in an okay spot, frankly, for how pinched I think he was on the stairs. Thanks to Barricade there, bailing him out. And Insom still so healthy, the healthiest player in this engagement.
All right. Ball converging. So this skirmish doesn't have to end because obviously they are right by that circle. It's going to take 3 minutes for the fog to get in as well, and Firebomb just doesn't go where he wants it. The angle's not right for Strawberry Fields, so he's going to mount up. He knows Insom is lit as far as damage numbers. And maybe lit as far as his play as well.
Holy
A Fireball
crap,
misses.
dude.
Only a common. One more shot. He should be able to grab it. Yeah, he does. He has the peak angles. And when you thrust, baby, you're not guaranteed to come back down.
Purple Burst now probably going to Imsom. Hayda Gray takes the opportunity in the chaos to just get a little forge going. Danny takes a spill. Hunter on Hunter crime. Come on, brothers.
And I think
we got to
Bird,
stick together.
I mean, we see the immediate switch from Bird, right? I think he was Assassin last game, and he switches to Hunter. And you may be able to. I mean, this is a great spot. Autumn Fields, he gets a chicken trophy. He's probably one away, and he may get it to be able to craft that.
You need 2. Shift's got 2. Shift could be making a potion launcher here, rotating to the forge, but he will have to fight for it.
And he hasn't gotten any legendary armor here. What we've seen these players do is probably shift away from, unless it's just so dynamic. I mean, maybe the Hunter is the only one you'd think about that with, and it's still a question, but getting their armor,
I think it depends what you've got, right? If you're like got a purple slug or purple burst, you're probably like,
you don't need it.
I'm chilling. But if you're rocking whites, common still.
Yeah. I mean, Book of Ken was rocking a purple slug, but unfortunately so is Heavenly, who finds a couple of kills and ends it just like that. He's going to be in Spectator for the rest of the round, and he will most likely be approached on by Z1 Unknown, who sees the slug. He gets one shot from the cross. Bow, it's not enough. The concussion bomb as well, forcing the Ghost Walk, Nick.
So good. The kid is just so good. The blinking, the double mobility, displacement, immunity, even if you do get displaced.
Ooh.
I like that. Snapshot into the Ghost Walk here. One shot from either player is deciding this fight.
And why not heal? Why not heal? I mean, you're in Trinity Hills. You know people are going to be rotating.
There's so many people.
There's a lot, and this is the problem. You know people are going to rotate, but from where? How? Why? You know, there's no vision right now. You're in the low ground. Probably 3 are above them. Z1 Unknown says it's better to just heal up because I'll most likely be better off in surviving if I just have full armor and able to deal with the situation.
Ugh. No healing as well. You gotta hate it. You gotta hate it for Wolfie. It's tough here. Right shoulder. Z1, he's gonna go for it.
Oh man.
4 shots, 4 hits. Kills good.
Yeah, that's a bummer right there. Z1 gets an easy kill for him and an epic crossbow. He's gonna do him well. 1 elimination, and this should be a bunch of shards. Does he elect to shard anything? Spin that time out, and he is. And Heavenly, man, misses a shot that would have changed this entire dynamic.
Yeah, that was your moment for sure. You got to gank people that are trying to scoop loot. Shift, no armor here, but he's got the high ground in this situation. He finds the first tag on a Z1, and he did go for his potion launcher.
And a bit of an early shot, I think, from Shift. I mean, you know they're shooting. Maybe let it play out. Now they know Shift's around.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
I think with no armor, he's probably trying to get that playing field as level as possible, as quick as possible.
Yeah, and, you know, maybe that will work out for him. Maybe it won't, because now he's put himself as one of the bases of the triangle when it used to just be a straight line between Heavenly and Z1 Unknown. Heavenly just backing off, and I think he's trying to retreat. Now Shift knowing that, maybe chasing, maybe looking to cut off the angles, and they're going to find each other here. Shift! Oh. Shifting from life to death so fast.
I didn't hear a dink, but he was almost full HP. Yeah, that was a headshot. Had to have been. You cannot do that. No weapon does that amount of damage, except for the sniper to the body, but even still.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That had to be a headshot. That's
a bummer right there for him. And Z1 Unknown, I think, playing the Engineer, has an opportunity to get some of Shift's stuff.
He's an assassin.
Actually, no, he's an assassin. I'm sorry. That's who we were spectating right there. Low 1. Winners of yesterday's 10K with Cybate, now by himself, taking down Mixer.com/1HP near Lumberfall.
Crazy loadout as well. Purple slug, purple heirloom, purple totem. No armor, no forging done by this guy right here. Incon's got a kill under his belt. He's turned that into a legendary concussion bomb, chest plate, and he got a sword from somewhere. God, I hope he didn't spend shards on that.
You know what I like about Kefri, who is actually, wow, Imtash with 4 eliminations already. Have to talk about this. He knows someone is here. The thrust up is going to help put Lasbra in a bad spot, and he gets the blink, so that first shot will miss, but he knows exactly where he's got to be. The fire potion launcher is doing work, and Lasbra gets away by adding a little bit of damage onto Imtash, making him think about that.
What a funny fight. Imtash takes the first 3-4 shots there. It never feels like he's out of control of that fight. It's just like, I hit the first 3 shots as Lasbra, and then it's just like, I'm on the back foot all of a sudden.
What's great, man, is just turning a fight around like that, because you just have so much confidence. You know where he is, and all of a sudden you apply 2 shots, and then thinking, whoa, 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 I could lose this fight. I mean, let me slow it down a bit. I think that whole just...
I think it's just knowledge of he's got a barricade.
Yeah.
And You know,
Yeah.
He's going to just absolutely own me once that goes down, so I have to be mindful
Ooh,
of it.
nice shots.
Connection, 710 damage from the gold slug.
And it's information, because, I mean, Imtash has played this game enough. He knows, okay, he's still armored up. He's probably full healed. This is not easy prey anymore. So I'm going to rotate. 18 players left. 18 teams remaining. If you take a spill now, you'll get a positive 18 to your score, and then -2 for every elimination you have. Hodzik rotating just outside Trinity Hills near Jade Gardens. And underneath Low One, who is inside, actually right outside this room, and sees Hodzik moving towards the forge. He's going to take a couple shots, and he actually hits them.
Both the players, Low One, Side-8, very, very noticeably preferring their heirloom rifles. They always manage to come by a pretty decent quality one. Purple helm, purple gloves, gold boots. Since we last checked in with the lad, he's got 1 kill to his name. All 3 chicken lives. I don't see many people making it up from chicken form today.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Gold withdraw, gold blast shot, purple weapons for Bird here.
Well, you never know, Nick. I mean, maybe we'll see it once today, because these 3 one-on-one-on-ones.
Yeah, these chaotic situations.
And he makes it out. That would be epic, huh? And then he ends up just winning the whole fight. Those are some of my best moments in Realm, where I get a chicken.
It has to be someone. It honestly has to be the 4th guy.
Yeah.
It has to be, because the 3rd guy rotates into that fight knowing there's 2 players involved.
Right.
The 4th guy doesn't. He
Right.
could maybe just think it's player 2. His player 2 and player 3 are just like his X and Y. He just thinks those
Yeah.
are the only 2 guys involved. And then you may be skirt out. We haven't seen a lot of the 4-player skirmishes. Seen a lot of the 3s. A lot of refereeing, spoiling, all that good stuff.
And, you know, what we mean by refereeing is a Realm term. It's just watching the fight from a distance like a referee would with a sports game.
General battle royale term? Because I just heard that from, like,
No, but it's
stream.
very apropos. You know, we've been saying it for a while, but just it's definitions-wise, it means not taking part of the fight until you know you're able to
Until you can
kill
win.
somebody. Yeah. So you kind of referee it. You watch other players fight. I want a fair fight here. And then once they're low,
you maybe
or once
help
person's
somebody
gone-
out,
Yeah.
put a shot here, a shot there.
Hey, foul. Let's even this up. You get some free throws.
Throw a concussion bomb in there.
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yellow cards. Back it off.
offsides.
Yeah, offsides. Back it off. You're running out of my field of vision. You got to stay here. Octane Pro and Incon, man, having a very quick conversation as well. Imtash finding Lasbra finally. I mean, I feel like that was just like Lord of the Rings as far as the epic saga of will that actually happen?
Wow.
You know,
He gets
Frodo
sniped.
and Sam got sidetracked there.
Sniped and then thrusting up into the air. Tempting fate. Grego popped off with that shot. He's got the Frost launcher. Follow-up shots with the burst. Made it a little bit easier for that movement speed. Slow. Or, if you're really feeling it, you just have gold gloves, reload the sniper, and get back to it.
Yeah, exactly. Epic ghost walk, something interesting. Hodzik, Cookie Man. Maybe Hodzik smelling the smell of cookies. Says, sounds delicious in this room. Cookie Man says, not those kind of cookies, buddy.
Anytime I always just
Thank you
assume
for the
that's a
goodies.
headshot. I didn't take a mental note of how much HP he had before he turned that corner. But anytime I see somebody go
That fast.
from
One shot.
the realm of the living to the realm of the dead that quickly, I assume.
I know.
And I know I'm at risk.
You are. But it doesn't matter. And it does feel like we've heard less headshots today, even though we've seen a lot of
It's
them.
always, you know, when you're spectating from the guy that got headshot, right? There's really no way. You just have to, like, be aware of how much health they had.
Yeah.
If it's more than 700 or 1100, right?
Yeah.
It was a headshot.
Wow, Imtash with 5 elims here. But he doesn't know that Mikey is above him. Actually, it's Grego who's looking to maybe just jump ahead. But there is someone above him. I believe it is
What a
Mikey.
barricade.
And now Imtash ready to just take advantage of Grego, who is now clearly out of skills.
Ooh.
And oh, look at this. Alexi, that's who it was, making himself known. Imtash going to run away. He still has his life, still has plenty of armor, and just going to reposition.
Takes that very patient. I'm surprised that shot didn't hit Grego.
It looked like
The
it.
one, I was
yeah.
like, that was the guarantee. I mean, he waited for it, too.
Right,
he
right.
waited for him to come back down so he could hit that shot. I thought he hit that shot. I think he thought he hit that shot. But Grego, he escapes.
And uh-oh, Side-8 finds a kill somewhere else in the lobby. 13 teams remaining. He's one of the top 13. And Karaz, Stoop Kid, gets taken down by the Hunter. Bird representing Hunters everywhere. And look at what he's got, Nick. A golden legendary blast shot, a legendary withdraw. That is what you want to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen. Side-8 again with 4 elims, nearing a top 10 situation. Almost guaranteeing negative very soon.
Feels like most of the people still alive are creeping up on that 4-5 mark. Not Game Hunter, though. He's kept quiet.
What about Kefri? He's got to be
low
alive,
profile.
right? Kefri's got to be alive.
Yeah, he's in that building right there.
Man, Kefri just knows exactly how to play these moments.
How many kills does he have, I wonder?
I think he had 3 or 4.
Bird, Kefri, and Saib, two of the most famous Realm Royale players versus the winner from yesterday's 10K. Within arm's reach of each other.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Kefri working on that new pot tech.
And a sniper, a frost sniper, and a legend. I mean, this man forged, he's fought, and he's just decided, okay, I'm in mid-game, I'm just going to chill out until late game. Oh, I love the withdraw. But Saib heard it, and he misses the shot now. Kefri knows somebody's out, exposed. He's going to take the shot here. A little too risky. Saib still on his mount.
No way in or out of this building for the Warrior or the Hunter. They have to play the doorways here. Have to play the mounts as well. Grego, he's in a situation and a half there, right around the corner. MTash is ready for it this time. You won't make it out twice.
Yeah, I mean, MTash is on fire. He really is on fire. And with a fire plasma launcher, it's just really suiting his style.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty damage. I mean, Bird just gets the better of Saib. 8 there. Game Hunter up on the hill as well. Not in a good spot to be. Bird, he's burning the abilities to get up here.
Look at how long this lasts.
He's going to come up in stealth. The 1-2 punch. The rollback.
Kefri.
His ex-teammate now squaring off Bird, and Kefri around the tree it'll be. Kefri scoops some of Saib 8's loot and is happy to just disengage and leave Bird in the dust.
Oh, man, and he hits that shot, too. He doesn't know who this is, but Kefri sure knows who that is. MTash coming to join the party as well, and someone is trailing behind him. Bird, Kefri looking to heal, but this duel is not going to stay mano-a-mano for too long. Bird knows someone's coming in, and he goes into the withdraw, hiding in the room, looking for the first shot, and now it is exposed. Bird looks like there's no way he can get out of this, but who's going to get the kill? He's trying to jump out the window, and he doesn't feed Kefri.
Kefri missed that blink in the window, and it was probably for the better. That was a blessing in disguise. He would have blinked straight into MTash, burning your blink cooldown to get into a box with an engineer staring at you with a fire plasma launcher.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
That's a blessing in disguise there. I think he didn't get that blink through the window. MTash finds his 7th. Kefri could be his 8th.
Huge game for him, man. Huge game. And you're not only that, you're giving Bird, you're giving Kefri, you know, positive points here. They may have gone negative on the round, but I mean, you're giving them 7, 8 points they did not
You're cutting it off there.
Yeah, and that is a big thing because these are going to be probably some of the players that are contesting your lead, your thousands of dollars towards the end of this.
Jeez.
7 teams remaining in round 2 of 6 today. Heavenly has a great angle on a Kefri, and G-Dolphin and MTash are fighting.
He's
Is this going to be another one? MTash, my God!
Just look at the way he's playing, the way he's moving. He is feeling it right now. He is running around the map, hunting for players.
Okay.
And that's going to be his downfall. Kefri hits him with the 1-2, the deadliest 1-2 in the realm. He's looking for it as well. Heavenly, 890 HP for Heavenly. One burst will do it. And he'll find all 3.
And you know what? He poaches that fight, doesn't get much off of it. Low One and Cookie Man are in great spots to continue dominating. Although Low One doesn't have very many kills. And look at that, Cookie Man absolutely on the ready. And he just takes Low One down. 3 players remaining, 3 eliminations for Cookie Man. Can he find 2 more and put himself up to 5?
Z's still alive, hasn't left Trinity Hills this entire game. And he's done decent on loot, frankly, considering that. He's got his Legendary Blink, a couple of pieces of Legendary Armor as well. He's got a purple ability, decent firepower as well. Not a lot of kills, though. And again, he literally hasn't moved. He's been working with a rough healing situation, people pressuring him virtually all game. He's gotten very familiar with that house.
Look at how much loot there is, too. I mean, all these fights, man, these players can't shard anymore. They're full shards. These players can't pick up anymore. They've already got the gear they need. I mean, if you're Z1 here and you just happen across all legendary gear, so be it. You happen across a legendary sniper, so be it. I mean, that's what's happening right now because of this decision.
He's still in a decent spot, and I don't know. His healing situation's okay. It takes 3 armor potions for everyone except for the mages to go from 0 to 100 on health or armor, so he'll be able to full restore, full reset once in terms of his armor. Cookie Man is doing a little bit better for himself.
Right.
Legendary sword. Incon's already dead, so no one's going to be picking that up.
2 assassins and an NG as well. I mean, it does seem that despite MTash going down a little earlier, probably 5th or 6th, I believe, he will be the leader in terms of overall points because both of these... All 3 of these players have max 3 eliminations, with Cookie Man leading the charge there. Z1 and Heavenly, I believe, have 1 or 2 apiece. Fog moving in. The circle is so slow, Nick. This is the 19-minute mark where everything just gets so tight. And Z1's going to have to move. Heavenly already repositioning, and this is an advantage to him. But Cookie Man has the advantage, not of the fog still moving towards him, because that's a negative, but he knows where both of these players just went.
Both gloves in there as well. Z1 doesn't care. Doesn't care about the armor, the swap speed, the reload speed.
Oh, he gets out.
Wants to track this guy down. Legendary Blink. Could go through the window if he wants. Nice read on Concussion Bomb, keeping space. Heavenly doesn't have the advantage right now. Cookie Man.
Oh, I shoot.
Decides, yeah, he just, I don't know. I could see that going either way.
I mean, they know there's a third person, so it's not surprising. They still don't have great vision on where he is and his positioning. I mean,
but that slowed this fight to a halt.
It absolutely did. And I was like, whoa, hold on. I'm not trying to get shot. And you don't let that play out, and maybe...
Cue the standoff music.
And they realize that Cookie Man and Heavenly are right next to each other. They're both looking to retreat, and Heavenly's like, no, that's not as safe as I thought it would be. Cookie Man getting blinked in on by Z1 Unknown, and Z1 Unknown with the Concussion Bomb confirms it, but they can blink out. That's the benefit of the Assassins. They're not trapped here by these windows. Heavenly, the only one who has to kind of play it safe as far as where he positions.
There it is. Now going up. This fight is going to start. Heavenly just connects the huge snipe shot. The barrel stuff is going to be good. He's going to look for it again as well on a Cookie Man. He's going to let him get really close. Right shoulder peek here. Goes for it. Not yet. Holds the shot. Drops down. But he's hunting for these barrel stuffs.
Oh, wow. Look at that blink. It went so far. Mid-air shot. Can he find it? And it's not going to be the Ghost Walk that makes it. Cookie Man.
He went into the... Was that the fog? That wasn't a shot.
Yeah, it was the fog. And Cookie Man grabs 4 elims. That's a -8, and he only places first in the game. So a -7 score for him.
That's all we got for you today,
only got
sir.
first, man. I'm sorry.
Best I could do is
literally the best in this lobby. And I mean, great for them. And honestly, you know, I think you look at the play that those two had. Z1 only 1 elimination.
That was wild.
But gets out third.
That's hard to do with so many
still
assassins.
Takes a +1.
So many assassins coming in and out of those windows. It's very hard to keep track of as well. Could you imagine if they were all the same class, how difficult that would be? Thankfully, you know, we didn't have that situation there, but it's so difficult, I think, when you look at that.
And, you know, I mean, some incredible performances there across the board. Imtash really, for me, jumps just way up as far as a player you have to look at with his performance on the Engineer. And I bet we will see him go back to that one more time. Imtash with a -1 score now, despite not having a great game 1. He has put himself at second place. And look at this, Kefri. I mean, we didn't even talk about him in that final circle. But he had, what, 5 elims? He had 3 to start. He got at least 1 more off of the Cybate fight. And then almost got bird. I mean, he poached 1 or 2 at the end.
Well, he's only got 6 total, right? But it's those 2 top 10s. Couple of kills every game.
It's smart.
That's all it takes.
That's what I'm saying.
Consistency.
I mean, if you top 10, if you get 3 to 5 eliminations every game, you're probably going to place in good pricing.
You might even win.
He might even win. Right now, he's poised to do so as well. All the scores for your favorite streamers.
Koos.
And players.
Come on, Koos.
Koos cutie. Not looking as cute as he would like to.
Give me them frags,
on those standings. But he's still cute in person.
Yeah, well, he's going to be looking for him. It's going to be a lot of fun as we get more. We're already almost halfway done, right? This is only a 6-round event today. 2 are behind us.
I like the pace. I do. It's fun. And solos are so interesting, too, Nick. I mean, the dynamic that I've been witnessing is this is a lot more frantic in many ways, but a lot more action-packed.
I think so, because in duos, you have situations. The time to kill is already pretty low in this game. If you've got duos that are communicating, incredible players, concentrated on the same guy, I mean, you have people dying in the blink of an eye before they really have a chance to have a fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of these we're seeing, especially around that last house, people blinking in and out of windows, getting a couple snipes off, some concussion bombs here and there, moving around, ghost walking. You're seeing a fight. You're seeing multiple rotations of these ability kits come through.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun.
I also, notably talking about Imtash yesterday, we've seen the switch-ups of classes making things very interesting. And Cookie Man hits the blink of time. I mean, I'm not even sure how he got through.
That was sick. Yeah,
I mean,
you
that
have to
window
talk about that.
plus there. And that's what really wins it because it throws it throws Heavenly so off. He's like,
I will say, I think he responded very quickly to that.
He did.
I think he responded about as well as you could.
It was just the first
blink
shot.
Was just still that insane.
I mean, it's like, he really tilted his camera all the way up.
Yeah.
That whenever somebody makes you do that, it's like, I'm probably not hitting this shot.
Uh-oh.
I can't even. It's uncomfortable to do like that. Like you're not going to be hitting a lot of bangers like this direction. You know what I'm saying?
Can't hit a headshot,
There's a
right?
reason it's not called a toe shot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's very, very difficult. But maybe we should add some extra, toe shots. I don't know.
Well,
That's.
Eric Cartman.
I'm
Never mind.
done with that. I'm done with that. All right, esports.realmroyale.com, where you can find all of your Realm Royale action and standings from the tournaments that we put on. Again, today is a $10,000 6-round solo tournament. So every player has a chance to take that first place, which is $4,000, and nobody to split it with.
Yeah, no one has to split it today, so everyone in the money is going to be going home with a little bit more than they're used to.
5 to 8-2, get $500. I mean,
Yeah, that's
first.
a good afternoon.
It's a great
With
afternoon.
6 rounds, I mean, it's great, guys. Keep your eyes on that Realm Royale map stream for just a little bit of added spice to your life to make sure you can watch your favorite teams, watch how they move around the map, all that good stuff. We're about ready to get underway with round number 3.
It's going to be a great round. I mean, round 1 and 2 have already been electric endings, exciting amongst the entirety of the game's length. And so I expect round 3, now that things are starting to get decided and we're approaching the halftime way, to see big conversations around MTash, big conversations around Kefri and Bird and players who are in those top spots, and if they can maintain it going into the second half of this round.
Not a lot of differences in terms of, I think, the drops between games 1 and 2. A little bit less of the just the chaotic player 3 has entered the match, the refereeing going on there. I'm curious to see if we're going to see that trend continue, or if players are going to just continue to do what they do and go for the frags here today. The frags are so important with so many players available to kill, and that 20-point cap, everyone is looking for every kill they could possibly get their hands on.
Very, very exciting round about to start as we lay the groundwork, I think, for what we should be focusing on here. And it is, to me, one of the bigger stories, Cy8 being in third. He has had the potential to wreck every lobby going into late game. I mean, he's had 4 to 5 kills, whereas we've seen players taking a completely different approach, like Kefri, who's leading -2, and being more consistent with his positioning, his play, patiently waiting the right moment to seize an opportunity. But Cy8 is just going after it, and Kefri's in trouble here, and this is very, very bad. He now has a chance to defend himself, but with no armor pots, and he knows Hotsick is right around the corner. That's it. Kefri, your leader of the lobby, he's down, and he takes a 20.
First one dead.
Yikes.
That's crazy. Hotsick didn't miss a single shot. Book of Ken.
Heirloom rifle OP.
He gets it. I think any weapon versus a guy with fists.
Getting shot at from the back, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you got to
Less
question
than
the
ideal.
landing. And Slick here, him and Shift land quite a bit right here in Jade Gardens. And this is a great house. You have 6 chests in there. You have a weapon chest as well. So you're guaranteed a really good rarity.
Brother, that's a dojo.
It's a dojo. So you're right, it is a dojo. G Dolphin and actually Handworker going into the cave above Jade Gardens. Someone's already forging. Wow,
Oh my
lot
God,
of
are you
action here.
serious?
Yeah, look at the fog is actually there. Someone is in the forge of Jade Gardens.
That's crazy.
It's about to be a party, baby.
Dude, it's like a minute 30 into the game. I mean, that's got to be a potion craft, I would imagine.
You think?
How do you even have time?
I want to know.
You get what? You get an armor piece at 60 shards, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could come by 60
time,
shards
dude.
that fast. He has no kills.
No, it's not even. It's not, dude. It's not a potion. That was a potion craft. He just started one. But he had 90 remaining. I mean, that had to be.
God.
That had to be maybe an ability
The
craft.
turbo looter, dude.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and he might have gotten a kill too. I didn't see the chicken
He
trophy or
didn't
not.
know. That's the crazy thing.
All right.
He just looted his way to that.
Wow, that is impressive. And Cy8's gonna actually invite some kills here.
Oh.
Robin's in trouble.
Purple revolver as well. Big damage, but Cy steals it away. Burns his mobility cooldown to get in there. Burns his charge as well. Slick. Karma comes back his way. He ends up getting the kill that, frankly, he did all the work for.
Yeah.
So, we goody. Cy gets his boots, and he gets his armor potions as well. What a great start for him.
It's so good for the Warrior, too. I mean, you could just manage these fog situations so much better. You could
Wow,
oh my God, mid-air. He is
beautiful.
so aggressive. Slick hits a big shot, though, but the healing over time. What's going to matter? Side takes a little bit long. Slick with a beautiful shot. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a duel between masters here. That was incredible fighting. Just incredible display of every, I think, skill being used to its max, and we transition right as Cy8 gets taken down by G-Dolphin.
No, and I mean...
It's good to be last, brother.
That's the name of the game. That's player 3 has entered. That's the referee. That's what so many players have been focusing on doing in this solo event. Cy8, though, he's the most aggressive player in the game.
But it's working for him.
And I love it. I love that that's paying off.
But what's an issue here with his aggressive style, right, is that Kefri takes that L. He has a chance to go into first clearly, and he's going to take a 16 probably, maybe a 14. It's not the worst because he got those kills. But his aggression is a different style of play, right? I mean, Kefri's doing the long play, Nick, as this fight with Shift is going on. We can maybe talk about this, as Heavenly was the second-place player in last round. Firebomb from Shift, and now it's getting interesting.
Nice.
Burst rifles, and Shift aims for the head, so he comes out a little bit on top.
Connection's just a little bit stronger, and he's milking the slow clap today. You gotta love it.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking about the two strategies and why they work, right? You're taking a 20 bomb if you go down before 20 people alive. But if you get 2-3 kills, you're only at 14. You're mitigating, you're constantly gaining ahead of the lobby and keeping yourself in the conversation. What Kefri's doing is instead of getting kills, he's basically hiding until 20 and below. So he's trying to get a 15 through lasting 15 minutes in a game. You know, and he's basically waiting, okay, if I get out 15th, then I'm still tied with how Cybe8 did. That, you know, Cybe is kind of going for, it's aggressive, but it's got immediate payoff.
Cybe wants that 88-point lead again.
Exactly.
That's what he's comfortable
Does
with.
he think we're paying top eliminations?
Maybe. I mean, he gets 1 there, so he's plus 18 on the round. Not
He didn't have 1 before, you're right, he didn't.
No, Slick
right.
ended up getting that one, that's big. That was big that Slick ended up getting the kill that, frankly, he deserved. He earned it. Purple blink here. G-Dolphin, he wants this. He knows he has the advantage in this fight right now. Whoa, oh my god, the timing back-to-back on that. Absolutely nutty.
I actually really like the way G-Dolphin has approached this game. I mean, he's been I think, in between of what Kefri and Cybe8 were doing. Cybe8, maybe everybody's, you know, devil on the right side of the shoulder. Kefri maybe the angel in terms of take it patient, slow down. You know, Cybe8's like, go, kill him, run.
Yeah.
And I think right in the middle is like the conscious, right? Where you don't have your high self, your base. You have like this conscious self just saying, all right, let me just approach this fight, but I'm not going to be first. There we go. Clean up a kill. Get some gear. Oh, let me do it again.
Cybe8, if you ain't first, you're last, brother.
But it's so exciting to watch.
You know, he's what, 15, 16? Young kid.
17 now.
He's here to kill.
Hold on now. He's got a girlfriend. He's not that young. He's close, though. He's young.
The young stunner. Phobia here. Boxing out, drops his smoke screen. I'm pretty sure he's just hard pinched right now between these two. Spirit ends up getting the killing blow. Overpowered immediately starts to heal. Enters the fight. This is player 4.
Poach it.
Now in this engagement, he's going to poach it.
Isn't that funny we're saying to poach the chicken? Because of the eggs.
It is. Player 5 has entered the fray. Ralliator trying to clean up Overpowered. Overpowered trying just not to get pinched here. Meanwhile, rotating up from the low hand of this objective fight. It's Enta. Swaps to the crossbow, drops the barricade. One more is going to do it. My goodness gracious. And he's just got his pick of the litter in terms of loot. Unless Overpowered comes back over the top.
He really poaches that egg. You could say he also
and now
fried
Gus has come to put it all into the coffin.
Gus has come to scramble this fight. There are so many egg puns we can make.
Oh, he's going to come over that hilltop and just be like, Dear God, what did I just come into?
It's like the slaughter of Amityville. That's what it feels like.
Look at these loot
This is a horror
piles.
movie. It's like all these dead bodies, you know, as you're buy a house. Your dog starts sniffing in the backyard, and then all of a sudden you put a shovel out there, and you're like, oh, God.
It's a Native American burial ground. We have to move.
What has happened?
Ooh, shards the boots, though. Overpowered first shot of the engagement.
Big fight.
Shielding potion goes out for Cuss. Charge won't connect. Shots are doing okay. Overpowered gets the first shot, but then doesn't get much more done there.
But that is how you use that concussion bomb for true mobility. You know, it's just displacing yourself and the aggressor. And Cuss is in a bad spot. And he knows that Overpowered just plays that smarter. It's not that he out-aims, but he just has the concussion bomb and uses it the right way. Cuss, as the warrior, already uses the charge to misdirect him, but he misses the shots right afterwards. So the problem is he doesn't have any way to just gain that space back against the concussion bomb.
High ground, right shoulder, Overpowered, everything he needs. He's really good with his I'm not good at maintaining my strafe pattern while crouching either. Overpower did that really nicely there.
It just throws you off, you know, and it's really
You're
visually.
exposed for less time.
Yeah, and it just, your brain, unless you're so hyper alert, and this is where you'll see some of the best players in the world be, your brain just like takes that half second of like, oh wait, his height of his head is a little bit lower than it was a second ago. And you adjust, but that little like adds another layer of multitasking for you to consider versus if they are a standard height. So I see a lot of players utilize the crouch mechanic.
Cop Mountain. That's the opposite of crouching. Getting on your raptor.
I mean, I got to say, this is probably the fastest, most action-packed tournament we've probably run.
That was crazy,
for
man.
Realm.
That was 5, 6 players just in that one little skirmish there. It's settled down a little bit now, understandably. So many people died. It's, you know, it's good to take a moment to reflect.
Bird and Z1 fighting here.
I wish I could get purple and gold withdrawals every game. That'd be nice.
I mean, it's, you know what? It's not bad at all, but it
Bird.
doesn't help Bird, and he has his withdrawal in that moment, doesn't he? I think he does. He gets caught up on trying to finish off Z1, which he knows is so long. Z1, wait.
Where are you going?
Oh, he knows someone else is fighting. So here's the thing. Fake Zito might have just saved Bird's life. He's going to have to approach. But what does Z1 do during this time? Does he fire back?
He bailed, bro.
He bailed because
out.
he's one shot. But now he's not. 7 seconds, 6. Can Bird get back up? Fake Zito is coming, but Z1 Unknown is on the other side. Will Z1 push back? I think Bird is going to make it. Fake Zito is there just a second too late, but Z1 will approach, and he's got the withdrawal, and he's going to change directions just like that. Great ghost walk. Fake Zito knew it was coming, and he misses the slug shot. Will Bird finish this one off? It looks like Bird might just be able to get it, and it's Fake Zito who gets charged upon. Z1 comes back. Chapter cliffhanger, no more.
Wow.
He is there, and he is making himself known.
He plays it nicely. You got to hand it to him there. Fake Zito rotates right into the trap. And that's finally maybe Z1 learning that lesson of, like, I'm sick of getting killed by player 3, right?
So smart.
I want him to come in here, I'm going to use Bird as a nice little debate here to get this guy set up.
Woo,
and I'm going to come away with both.
Cookie Man, you better watch yourself. You're hit by a fireball, stone pellets.
The stone spear, I don't know. It's traumatizing. That sound to me.
Oh, dear God.
I hate fighting into stone
Another
spears.
fireball? I mean, Cookie Man is taking unnecessary damage right here. He didn't preempt his ghost walk. And Gentle Giant shows you just why that frost stone spear
It's scary,
is a
man.
mofo.
God, it's scary, dude.
That thing is swinging.
It is. Big old projectiles. A lot of damage. Super easy to connect at least one to get that frost slow, and then you're hitting all 3 in the next burst.
Oh, can he Kobe this?
Koa.
Comey. James Comey. Overpowered is the one who Alternate is shooting at. So Overpowered knows he's in actually a pretty precarious spot.
Looted.
Alternate is not going to just allow him to run free. And he's got hit scan. So that means that he won't be able to mount up. So Overpowered has a couple options here. You go into the fog or you hide. You wait out Alternate on the hill.
He thinks he's on that rock still, but he's gone.
Or you play aggressive and try to basically press Alternate, get a couple of damage shots onto him, and then force him to heal, and that gives you the time to retreat. And oh my God, G Dolphin, nice shot.
Ow.
I blinked and my life was over.
You hate to see it. The eternal blink.
That man just went from baby to grandpa.
Go to sleep.
I mean,
no one's around. No one's around to hear
Grandpa
that either.
to baby.
That's on the mountaintop.
You're right, and this is hard to get to unless you're a mage or you start from a vantage point. I mean, Alexi here finding Gentle Giant, who has the stone spear. This is not going to help Alexi. You got to say, if you were a mage, oh boy, what a spoil that would be. Still 13 teams remaining. I mean, this has happened a little faster than before. We usually see it slow down right around the 15th minute mark where about 5 players, 6 players are still left. So half the lobby probably to take a spill in the next couple of minutes. As does end right outside of Old Manor, one of the newest locations added in Realm Royale.
And it's evolved. Used to be completely covered in snow. A little global warming helped open up some of the area. Potions, no need for him. Buddha. Gold helmet, breast, gloves. Burst, 9/10 on his potions. Gold smoke screen. Looking good, feeling good. 1 kill to your name.
Only worries is in these 1v1s, and it's not even really a worry. It's just the Ghost Walk is not going to be beneficial in resetting fights. If a fight takes longer than the initial round of cooldowns, he's going to be at risk because that cooldown is quite long. People still making their way in.
Who are you shooting at, Ken?
But they've got 18 seconds.
What do you smell, boy? You want to talk about looted? But Book of Ken is not in
He's not going to say. Yeah, wait, what? He's so not. And he's in a bad spot, too. Mopork and Alternate, they were the winners of, I believe, 3rd place in the 100K last week. And what was so, I think, exciting about that is they had these just incredible finishes. And in round 3, in particular, actually, is when they had their incredible finish. It finished right on the edge of Trinity Hills.
Wow. Misread here. Mopork thought his target would have been coming up counterclockwise around that mountain.
Dashed.
It's easy to misread the Book of Ken, though.
You're right.
Not everyone can read it.
Very difficult. It's ancient language.
It's an ancient dead
hieroglyphics,
language, right? There's only a couple people out
Mesopotamian.
there. Yep.
Only Gilgamesh and his followers can read that.
Real cradle of life type stuff. Dashed again, man.
I mean, 4 eliminations.
Kitted, potion launcher, and it's clear that he's just confident with this. This is the weapon that he wants.
And, you know, he had spent so much time earlier this week trying to get his mage down because he just felt mage was a lot of fun. Mage got some of those buffs and had been performing very well, especially with the warrior dropping down in duos and the hunter kind of being irrelevant still as far as the main meta of this game. But, man, from yesterday to today, he made the hard switch to engineer, and it has paid off well for him.
Ken riding by this house. No interest in getting inside. He saw some loot down there for sure.
Oh, it's about to be a party.
Now in a better situation because he didn't really have much coming into this final couple of circles. Z1 takes down Afflux.
Oh, man, Nick, this is a 2-bedroom house. Do you think there's enough room for 4 people to
And
stay over?
we got a 4th swinger coming in.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Oh, and he's to the right side. He's got to be careful. Man, why do you not check your angles? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? He's going up here. Oh, and he knows Lexi's in trouble. And he's a warrior, so he's got to charge. Both mobility skills are out, and Imtash knows, okay, wait. Maybe the dogs will come out for that one. I don't need one to chase into the open ground.
Ken's still here. Undetected, I think.
Hello.
Well, not anymore. Goes into the ghost walk. He's looking for the window blink. He's going to hit it. No armor potions as well, so he really... I don't know. Dragging this fight out is not good for any person that doesn't have sustain.
You know what's really impressive, too, is just how well these assassins are managing these window blinks. I mean, we saw the one that was a game-winning mechanic, and unfortunate there, Book of Ken. And maybe it's because he's getting shot the second he's blinking.
Caught up.
But he gets nowhere there, and that was unfortunate to have happen in a moment he definitely didn't want it to. Imtash finding, I believe, the kill. Mopork finding a kill as well. Overpowered fighting against Imtash, but it's an engineer in a close room, and it doesn't matter. Overpowered with an epic crossbow. Says, thanks for the headshot, son. Thanks for the goodies. I'm going to gear up. And Mopork says, no, this is time. I got to take this guy down before he's in trouble. Troublesome nuisance towards the final circle.
Overpowered, incredible stuff so far. Blinks, not as far as he thought he would be, though, and now he's starting to panic. He doesn't connect any more crossbow shots after that small hiccup, and it's just, you hit that speed bump, and then he's never able to adjust. Assassins on assassins on assassins on assassins. Nearly the rest of the lobby is fighting here in this house.
Alexi just saved Mopork's life right there. Alexi shoots She-Dolphin the second he's about to chase and finish off Mo. And we have to talk about Mo. Flux and Anonymous had this really funny fight towards the end of one of the rounds yesterday where they were trying to keep each other up. And it was a 1v1, but both players had duo partners who were chickened, and they were hiding behind these rocks, and they were waiting patiently. Flux sent me this long Twitter message and said, dude, I didn't want to push Mo. I have never beaten Mo in a 1v1. That guy is insane. And so the respect that Mo has garnered throughout this tournament, also placing in the 100K last week, people are going to think twice after seeing him show up in the kill feed.
Right. And you start to learn, and these players especially are very perceptive. You watch the kill feed, you learn, all right, he rides this mount, he uses this skin, he plays this way. Maybe he runs like a smoke screen or something where no one else really runs that. There are little identifiers that you can use to be like, this is X player or this is Y player, and that is going to play into, do I push this guy or not?
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? Also, you're thinking, 7 teams remaining. I can take a +7 here. I mean, that means I'm +5. I need to start gaining. Yeah, it's not worth it to fight Mo right now. I'll hold on till final circle. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll have the best duel of my life. Buddha not getting lucky there. He finds Z1, at least before he goes down, and there's Mo cleaning one up. So now 5 players remaining. The circle getting tight, but not as tight as it will be after this fog converges. It is about to be down to the wire with 5 players remaining.
No kills for low one. No loot for low one either. He has nothing. Nothing above green. And now the angle here for G-Dolphin, it's too easy. Moport puts a snipe on to G-Dolphin.
He's going to steal it.
Even up the score.
What a guy.
Find the last hit as well. Now he could rotate up the mountain, look for his softened target, and then, I mean, he's got a low one who's got nothing above a green rarity here. Another easy kill for him. Moport could go big this game.
That was so huge, Nick, just the ability to say, hey, you're going to have to play defensive because I'm just going to hit you with this fire sniper, and all of a sudden I'm going to clean up your kill as well. Thanks for that, Alexi.
I like this spot.
Troubling G-Dolphin yet again because G-Dolphin was going to kill Mo, and then Alexi shows up. I mean, now he gives Mopork another kill. G-Dolphin's like, I'm done with you, Alexi. Get out of my lobby. Pissed.
So much healing as well for Mopork. Basically everything he needs. The green burst. It's not the best, but it is certainly not the worst.
Yeah.
Shaw, the honorless dog. No legendaries.
Forgiveness.
I need at least a day. At least 24 hours.
But it's going to heal you, Nick.
Honestly, after
Resentment
seeing the solo meta, I understand. I get it. I mean, people are just honorless here.
Honorless.
Rotating in on poor, weak targets. Shooting him in the back of the head.
Look at Mo. I mean, there's no honor in that, but there definitely is a -3 added to your total score.
You all just points to me, dog.
You all just points. Yeah, that's what you got to treat it as, man. You can't have this type of honor. You know, this isn't like Shogun style.
That was
Japan.
my first solo game in a long time. All right, I was very emotionally
Who got
attached.
that? It was G-Dolphin, so he gets at least a kill on the low one here. And it's G-Dolphin and Shaw and Mo. G-Dolphin has been trying to find Mo throughout the last 5 minutes. Will he finally do it, or will Shaw play spoiler? Nick, you said you were a little mad at Shaw for being the 3rd player in a duel of yours. And now he's set up to be the 3rd player, yet he is getting focused by both Mo and by
How does it feel, Shaw? How does it feel?
Man, oh man, look at this. Concussion bomb coming up soon. You know he's going to use it right to find the kill, but he's going to put himself in a bad spot. G-Dolphin cleans it up. That's one for Mo. Heroic landing, but he gets the ghost walk. Shaw's got to
That's it.
Go down, and of course G-Dolphin's got to push, and that's going to be the kill. Moport goes down. G-Dolphin, he gets what he came for, and he gets the emote as well. He says, you may have escaped me earlier on. And a 360 no-scope.
Get the camera!
No-scope.
He did it to him.
And I mean,
He did it.
I'm going to give it to him on that. That was a nice play right there. I mean, there's no better way to
Where
come
has
back.
that been? You know?
Why
is that
BM
the
at
first
end?
one?
Yeah, well, we haven't had solos. It's been duos and all this try-harding.
I can't even do it. That was 180, man. He's such an athlete. An E-athlete.
An E-athlete, dude. Woo! The hours he has put in at the digital gym. My man. -13 for G-Dolphin. -8 for Mo. They jump way up. Z1 stays in the conversation. Overpowered and Imtash stay in the conversation. Alternate takes a pretty decent score, but it's really a Flux who sets himself apart from the lobby. Notably, 420 Brain and Hodzic taking 12s and 16s, though coming out all the way in the 20 to 50 in terms of placing.
A little bit of a shakeup coming for us in the standings, I think.
Oh, wow.
Right up in the top. Cyb 8, 4th. Kefri falls all the way to 5th. Z1 stays in the money. G-Dolphin comes in. I believe Overpower comes up even higher.
So, Nick, look at this. Look at what we're seeing. Every single person who is in the high level of this bracket is in top 10s. That's it.
No one in all 3 top 10s, though.
No one in all 3.
That's kind of fun.
That is true. But I think that's that recipe for success, right? I mean, yes,
Literally
eliminations are
That's
deciding
surprising.
it, but if you get into a top 10, you're putting yourself in the conversation. That's what I think players are playing for. But Imtash, you know, he was saying, you know, I'm an aggressive player. I like running in and getting fights, and it is working for him.
He is he's quickly closing in on Cyb 8 for that title. I tell you what, he's fragging out really, really hard, and he's getting so much loot for it. You know, that's the thing about this game. That's since day one. That's been what a lot of people liked about it. You can noticeably get yourself ahead by being aggressive, getting more loot early, becoming more lethal earlier on in the game. Rip Timmy.
Those are your overalls. Poor Timmy. Where are the Fairly Odd Parents when you need them? Not here.
Wish for more frags.
Granting no wishes today. As we take a look at some of the moments of last round, it was halftime essentially for us now. G-Dolphin with
hit him with it.
The real style. The emote. Mopork lets it happen.
Uh-oh.
Mopork, you could have ran. You could have dodged. He's going for it.
Yo, Skrill, drop it hard. Yes. That's what we need in the solo events, baby.
Oh, that's what we need. That's what we've been missing.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's what we've been missing. My life is complete now.
Love it.
I've been having so much fun, man. We are going to take a quick halftime break. 3 rounds complete, 3 rounds to go. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting Realm Royale tournaments we've had here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half.
こんな古い木の扉なんて簡単に破られるだろうな。
Realm Alert Nation, I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get roll.
Kobe! Do you honestly think you're fucking funny? Seriously?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Boom!
No, 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 no.
How can you see into
What? What the fuck? I fucked up so bad. I fucked up so bad.
I don't know.
Get
Look
there,
at
buddy.
that chicken go!
Go, baby!
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
always on the edge. We fight and make love at the same time.
break up just because I told you what I did last night. I recall the times you said you're sorry. I'm still not sure if you told lies, but I don't care, it's all forgotten now. We're holy when we touch anyhow. Holy when we touch anyhow. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. With the black guys. Hanging up to see if you would call me. I miss you more when you seem too far away. And you can blame it all on me as long as we can find our way. Do you remember all the times we tried to stop this? Yeah, we end up the same every time. Cause when our bodies beat, there's nothing left to fight about. We're holy when we touch anyhow. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Somewhere in between our secrets, there's an imminent storm. It's unavoidable, yeah. But as long as I feel that you see me, I will pay no mind at all. So give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. With the black guys. We are sweet on our secrets. Telling black guys to keep.
Halftime show is over, folks. Hope you enjoyed that delicious meme-filled special by the one and only Joe Bro. Big thanks to him for making that. I always get a good laugh out of it. Laughed even harder the second time than I did the first time. It's after halftime. It's round number 4. These guys getting ready to drop in yet again for another action-packed round of solos. Solos has definitely been a very interesting and different experience. We're seeing so much more just chaotic fights, a lot less calculated, one guy holding an angle, somebody else finding a rotation. It's really just player after player trickling into these engagements, finding ways to pick up these frags. We saw an engagement last game that was 6 people ended up being involved in it when it was all set and done. So curious to watch. Doesn't seem as if the aggression is slowing down. I have to imagine, especially watching Z1 take that one fight with Bird and fake Zito the way he did, that's the first time we're seeing really an evolution to the way someone's taking a solo engagement and using what was a bad situation, using all that momentum of fake Zito's rotation coming in to turn it on its head and end up coming away with both kills.
Round 4 of 6 is definitely set to be interesting as E-Ray dies. Aw, unfortunate there. Strawberry Fields forever.
JJ.
Will at least stay alive for a little longer. Prince Danny TV gets caught out. The Hunter has not been the most popular, but the proximity mine, what it does is it means he cannot go towards JJD without taking damage, and that is going to be useful. And that was actually a sensor drone, excuse me. I was thinking Hunter, looking at Hunter, thinking Hunter abilities, but Danny just runs away.
JJD tracks it down. Purple Burst. What a pull early game for the young JJ. Hey to Gray rotating in on this, and this is it. This is what we've been seeing. People just coming in, After fights have taken place, they know someone's going to be weak, and they're rotating in late. Doesn't save Hayden Gray. He's able to get the charge through turnaround. Shotgun blast to the back of the head. JJD caught unawares, and it doesn't stop there, Evan. Handworker rotates in. He drops the prox mine for the zone, but
Close.
a nice little leap out. Hayden Gray.
Oh, he's dead, though. I don't think
They
he
could
can,
ring around the rosy all day.
I don't know. I mean, he does have the warrior jump, but indoors is going to limit him. 420 Brain may be just coming in on a handworker and saying, hey, let's make this interesting. Oh, he misses a couple shotgun shots, though. That is going to be deadly, man. Goes for the crossbow. He will get it. And Hayden Gray, you're right, is going to make it out alive. But though they're both chickens.
What?
Hold on. Prox mine? Had to be.
You're right.
Had to be.
It had to be that prox mine from earlier. That's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, my God. You're from earlier?
From earlier.
Or did he throw it again? That's my question.
From way back. That was Handworker's prox mine.
He might have thrown it again, though. Because they're both chickens. So now 420 Brain and Handworker, who gets up first? I'm guessing it's going to be 420 Brain.
Easily.
And
oh, my God.
It literally, look out! Prox mine! And this is what's good about it. He can just wait here. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Hits the shots, but, I mean, a little aggressive in my opinion. Because, like, time was to your favor. You have 4 seconds for prox mine in that room, and he's literally dead.
You just have to shoot it, though. That's the thing.
That's true.
It's easy to in that situation.
But that close, it probably just blow up and do damage.
I heroic leap away there. I make that mistake. There is a better way to play it. I wouldn't have done it. He didn't do it. It's understandable. Zombie Unicorn, full HP. And he's juggling these cooldowns nicely here so he can, you know, pop a healing potion, pick up his shielding potion, and go off to fight with it. Vice versa as well. He's going to try and hang on to that charge if he can. Hayden Gray.
Still alive.
Goodness gracious, making it out.
You know, he's been just the catalyst for all that happened. Like, everyone was trying to chase him. They got caught up in other things. Void, big kill on a Cybe 8.
Ooh.
You know, that's going to be one that's
He was
important.
in 4th. Yeah, that hurts. That's a plus 20, assuming he had no kills. I haven't seen him.
Are we assuming Cybe 8 has
I
no
would
kills?
never assume that.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume that either.
Faded, shielding potion, beautiful. Hits
right
charge
back at you,
as
though.
well. Love it. Shotgun play. This is more shotgun play than I've seen in the past 2 weeks.
It's because that's all there is right now.
I know. It's like 1 minute into the game.
But what's
I don't mind the shotgun, dude.
He does have the purple burst there. So, I mean, do you think... I mean, he goes for the shotgun. It works out.
It's perfect for the warrior, man.
Was it tactically? I mean, you know,
it's really good.
It's just so close, you know, that fight.
Charge gets you right at the edge of where you want to use a shotgun anyway. Puts 400 into the target as you go through him. You just turn around. It's an easy weapon to connect with.
Yeah.
Not for full damage, but an easy weapon to get that, you know, that 400, 500, 600 from. And especially at the green, common rare or rare rarity.
So risky what Shift's doing.
He burns both of his
thrusts.
thrusts.
He's in the middle of nowhere? I mean, he's really hoping no one's around, but there are players around.
He's assuming.
And you know what that does?
That's dangerous business.
But you know he's got potions. He does have the barricade. He's not feeling like he can't.
Bunch of pompous engineers running around here, Evan. Something's got to be done.
Has an engineer won a game?
No, it's been all assassins.
I think it's been all assassins, yeah. They've actually won in that 1v1. Which is why, you know, it's interesting. I think the Hunter, if it can make it to late game, will have a decent go at it with the assassin.
Ooh.
But we saw the outplay there. Instead of the smoke screen, although flare can be revealed through that. Shaw going down here. I think Shift tracked him down. He's going to clean this one up, most likely to add one elimination to the board. But the Ghost Walk has proven to be the most vital. That and the Blink in terms of repositioning. Until someone changes the conversation.
Nice reaction there with the barricade. Shift does take some unavoidable damage.
He is ready.
Couple of armor potions, purple helmet.
Big helm. Oh, wow.
He doesn't have the cooldowns, though. This is not good for Shift.
And it's such a panic. Like, that's, you know, it's like, change the conversation.
He got there quick.
He sure did. I mean, he probably, did he charge mounts? He might have left mount. Who is Roxas? Is that it? I believe, going down here. And it will be Hodson cleaning that one up for his second elimination of the day in Old Manor. Got some weapons to choose from. Likes the slug over the purple heirloom. If that was Cybe 8, we assume he would have taken that.
Yeah. I mean, I ran a little bit with the heirloom last night, trying to see what everyone else sees. But I it's hard for me because I don't run. I have bloom, crosshair bloom off, and I run the dot. So
yeah,
it's hard to know when I'm shooting too much and I'm starting to lose accuracy on my heirloom.
Right. It's so interesting because we have this this delay. I was able to confirm that it was back in that fight that we were questioning when the proximity mine went on. He had thrown a new one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because it had just started rolling off of cooldown again. So very, very fast in terms of how it all happened. But these solo tournaments are games of inches.
Did you see that?
No.
That was so sick. He burns his green Ghost Walk, runs up the hill, sees a purple on the ground, grabs it.
Burns
it's
it
not
again.
on cooldown.
Right, burns it
Double
again.
burns it. That was dope.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
The tech. The tech?
Heads up play there as well. Just to know to do that on the fly while you're rushing someone.
Very interesting. You can't, like, make that situation possible, but if you run into it, you can take advantage of it.
Yeah. That was crazy. I love it. And so, like, every ability has its own cooldown, right? You drop, like we said earlier, use that healing potion, swap it out. Healing potion is just going to be on cooldown on the ground for however, 12 seconds, whatever it is. Then you can pick it back up, use it again. Bird here on the Hunter. Green withdraw. He's always got some kind of withdraw. Never the common withdraw.
Yeah, no, he definitely has it.
Wait out that shield.
And he knows exactly where he is, man. And as soon as you're not waiting out the shield, you're just going into when he's got the shield back up. Not great angles in there. He knows the shield is alive. And just that flare is just making things so dangerous for Game Hunter. I think you go for a shot, you withdraw. Oh, no, he's going to go. He misses both withdraw shots. I mean, this is rough for Bird. Not having his best day.
Got to hit those. Game Hunter's trying to play with the shotgun here.
Be game over if he hit both.
A lot of healing for Bird. He can afford to...
He's left peeking here, though, Game Hunter, Nick.
Yeah. He's got a shield potion, making it a little bit easier. One of those burst shots will connect. Allows Bird to get the heal off again. Another flare, another shielding potion.
Oh.
Misses the charge. Borked it.
I mean...
This is awkward.
Very awkward. All it's going to take is somebody to hit a shot.
I mean, if anything, Game Hunter's won. He's got the shotgun, the shielding potion, the charge damage. He should be the one hard committing here. I don't know. Bird's got the vision. He's got the withdrawal. The more he's able to get that withdrawal off, the more likely he is to get the opener that he wants. So I want to see Game Hunter push this.
Yeah, and it looks like, look at this, Nick. He gets the first shot. Bird's in trouble. I mean, Game Hunter has played this so well.
Brings it back.
But now because of the flare, this is where it starts to get rough because he knows that you're going to heal. He can push you if you decide to do that.
Nice.
And now Bird plays so aggressively. But still patient, Nick.
Withdraw.
Missing crucial shots, but I mean the game sense and I guess the tactics are prevailing for him.
As the roll, shields back up.
Oh my God, what?
It's a choke festival.
Somebody kill somebody.
There it is.
Finally. I'm sorry, Game Hunter, that it had to be you, but that needed to end.
Only so much you can break down. Shielding potion, back up again.
Flare.
Another withdrawal.
Missed another shot.
Okay. Nice.
Wow.
That's how you get it done there, Z1.
That's on the slick. I mean, that's huge. That is a very, very good player, a contender probably, and he's an assassin, so he can pick up, well, any
whatever
gear that
lacks.
works, but he's got a legendary concussion bomb, so he doesn't care about the epic.
Writing his next chapter, the sequel to the Book of Ken. Can he pull this off? 2 tournaments in a row. I don't know. People are on his games.
Yeah, they are.
He has spread the chess meta.
Alternate is definitely one of the top contenders we've seen come into solo play. He's played so much. He's been a coach, sub, streamer for SK now for quite a while.
Sup? Oh my God, he hits that. We hit those, Ma. We hit those.
Oh, and he hit those as well.
He hit those.
And this is a gear upgrade if he wants it. Does he want the legendary sensor drone? It is a conversation.
Absolutely.
It is a conversation. Oh, white poppy bomb. Alternate reminds me of a guy who's going to be comfortable with the poppy bomb. Concussion bomb.
100%. He will always run that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like smoke. I don't know how he feels about sensor drone, to be honest with you. He doesn't like smoke screen that much. He is poppy bomb all day. He is thanking you, Cooper, when he gets that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just white. It's and how can you blame him?
I mean, listen, it's
so good.
There's clear advantages in certain situations where having concussion bomb would make the difference. Like if Bird didn't have flare but had blast shot or proximity mine in that fight, would have been huge. I mean, I would have given up the way he was using it. I would have given up withdraw for that fight. I would have said proximity mine flare, you're good. You know exactly where he's peeking, left side, when he's healing. And Satori is just in the worst of situations. Clow gonna push this. He wants to get the chicken. I mean, it is an important elim, but don't get caught out now because he's going to go into the fog for this kill. He's got plenty of potions, but is it enough? One headshot here could turn things extremely difficult for him, and luckily he takes basically no damage.
Gonna lose his armor, pick up a healing totem. Didn't like that crossbow. He's got some hoofing to do to get back in this circle. Gold SMG. I've only actually heard the SMG being fired once on broadcast, and that was earlier today.
So shifted that.
I'm ready
to
for
clean
it.
up a kill, and
it's
golden. I mean,
I completely missed like the week that the SMG was apparently broken. So I don't know. I've never felt the pain, the sting.
You and many others. I missed that week as well.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you like the grizzled war veteran that's about to tell me about?
No. I've seen the clips. I do not need to have experience.
I've seen what the horror beholds.
I've seen what lies underneath.
Here we go, another gold sword gameplay.
Now, Assassin's one of the interesting classes. Sword has kind of fallen into turret level of
It doesn't do enough damage.
Uselessness.
I don't think.
It used to be.
For how hard it is to get it off.
Yeah. So there's a couple things you can do with it. You know, you could Zen mechanic it, right? I mean, you could put some smaller,
I think if it stays
bombs.
melee, it's got a two hit.
Right. But the thing is, an assassin can kind of pull it off. Like a hunter or an assassin are the two classes that would have the capabilities to, within a fight, without compromising everything, pull it off.
Assuming stealth. I think Ghost Walk good for it too, because you can gap close to exactly where you need to be, cancel your Ghost Walk, start swinging.
Yeah.
But for a weapon like that to work in its current iteration, I think because there are weapons that 3-shot, that weapon has to 2-shot. It has to be a swing above everything else in the game for it to work. I
just think probably the thing nobody wants is sword.
And it would probably
meta.
suck.
Yeah. It would still probably suck. I'm just saying, you know, it's that fine balance of nobody wants a sword.
Probably annoying to get 2-shot.
Yeah, nobody wants a sword meta. At this point, Kefri doing what we've said he likes to do. Just get into these top 10s. Get in the conversation. Find 1 or 2 or 3. I mean, it's a big deal. Those elims start to add up. Once your competition
coming in
out.
hot, brother.
Haida Gray and Alternate fighting, but Alternate has such a better position here, and Haida Gray has to get at least some leverage. I don't think he can jump all the way up there.
He's so exposed, though. Alternate is very exposed right now to everyone else surrounding this forge. This area doesn't have the legs to get all the way up. Alternate will not miss his snipe. The crossbow's good as well. Nice try, buddy. I'll see you in the next one.
You know what? I actually love the way that he doesn't blink there, because another player might have thought, let me blink down and get on even ground to finish this off. Cloud with just, hey, does my firebomb work? Okay, it does. Cool. 12-second cooldown.
Does my healing totem work? It also does.
Okay, it does. Cool. Okay, just curious, because I haven't taken any health damage.
Now with the knowledge that my abilities are fully functioning,
now let's go fight Chappie.
Do this.
Yeah, let's go do it. Come on now. And look at this. Kefri's fighting Chappie and Clow. I'd just chill, buddy. I'd chill. Kefri's in a bad spot. You can clean up 2 chickens here. Oh, but Cloud's going to go for the fight. Firebomb works. It does. Still hasn't found out if it does damage, though. But he does know that it doesn't do self-damage as he runs over it as his chicken form. Kefri!
Chappie, no blink!
Gave it up, and Chappie knows, I've got to go, and Kefri.
He gone.
Kefri gets both.
He gone.
Oh, Kefri.
Kefri gone? No, Kefri not gone. He's got gold boost.
Is that a serious question? Is Kefri gone? No. This man makes top 10 every game. Never.
Well, he missed one. So he's got to get back on track. He's got gold boots. Thank God. If you want one piece of armor in that situation, it's the boots.
It is. Oh, my God. Nice shots by FPS. Reps again. I mean, listen, game sense is a big deal.
Day 4.
Not a hard shot to hit, and Z1 is in trouble there, going against the fog, getting shot at, having to reverse 180, try to fire back onto a full health target.
I like this.
But if he wins his fight against Incon,
Incon stays quiet.
He should blink up and do it now.
He doesn't burn any mobility to get into the circle. And that's, I don't know if he knows how close danger is.
He's got to.
He heard the shots, right? But it's like this corner, this wall, that wall.
Yeah.
He knows it's definitely close. But other side of the wall close?
Yeah,
nope.
Well, because you can hear the potions now. So I feel like, you know.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that change.
Definitely changes the dynamic of, okay, man, he's healing. Now I can push. And Alternate and Kefri's so close. Kefri is actually.
Kefri's still out there?
I think he's still in the fog.
Or did he?
No, I think he knows Alternate's here.
Oh, yeah?
He's still in the fog. Alternate knows this as well. I mean, Kefri just, oh, what a bad situation. Concussion, oh my God, it's going to buy him a little time. And Alternate's like, nah, dog.
To do what?
Nah, dog, I'm here. I think Kef is in trouble. Alternate knows he's got to have made his way out. If Kefri gets out of this one, I am going to be so surprised. Headshot, that's what he needs. Gush bomb,
he ducked the
it
foam.
misses.
That's
He needs
it.
headshot. Oh, he can't get it. Alternate, he's going to clean him up. Alternate's like, this dude was good at surviving. Look at that legendary.
Thanking you, Cooper.
Oh, boy. Is that legendary slug as well?
I don't know.
That looked close. Hot Sick getting run up by Bird. Let's see what Bird has done over the last few minutes as he's now made his way into the top 8. Hotzik and him running around, but he's got dodge roll. He's got withdraw. He's got so much mobility, but Hotzik has the upper ground, and that's the one place Bird can't go.
Poor Hunter. Come on.
Nice.
Bird, though.
Oh!
Outside of that, you know, couple hundred damage he took from that concussion bomb. A flawless fight from Bird.
Barely takes any damage, and because he has the legendary withdraw, he's got so much room to chase. It's just got such a good reset button.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's also got the legendary flare. So I mean, even though Hotzik goes up there, I mean, he knows exactly where he is. He lines up that shot really well. And this is a nice little hunter game going on. Bird, will he be the first hunter? So I believe making it into the top,
ever.
Top 3.
I want to see a Hunter victory. We got to do it for the lads out there.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh and Summit certainly haven't won one with Hunter. Danny was running it a little bit, but I don't think they won it.
Bird got into a top 6 in Trinity Hills, that one fight. Remember, it was Bird and Kefri kind of stalking each other, and then Imtash came over, and then Kefri ended up getting the kill. That was the highest he made, so I think that was top 7.
I mean, he's got his abilities, man.
He's got it.
He's going to be getting good weapons and armor here. Ken, I think he just killed himself. I think he just backpedaled into the fog too much. Shots are popping off here. A lot of snipers landing as well. FPS Reps has picked up one as well. And it looks like he will finish the job, but he's taking a lot of fire from this cliffside.
He needs this.
It's getting him a little bit shook. Where's Alternate?
4 players. Alternate, I believe, is still alive, and so is Bird.
Is he at 15?
No, it's Desert UK.
Where is he?
It's Desert UK.
Did we miss him dying?
It's Bird. Unless Bird died
he
as
gone.
well.
What the hell? When did he die?
So it's low 1, Desert UK.
They were so low.
Bird and FPS. Now, here's the thing. FPS Reps and Bird, they're teammates. They played in the duos. Bird's got to be happy either way because he's saying, man, FPS Reps having a hell of a game. 5 elims. This is looking good for next week. But Bird also saying, I don't want to lose out to the guy I just brought in. I've been the one getting the headlines. I can't let my homie, who I'm teaching the game, knock me out.
Smoke me on his 4th day of playing.
Come on, man. That's not boding well. And this isn't boding well for everyone else who plays Realm Royale competitive. This man is starting to shape up. That's scary.
3 assassins and a hunter. I know who I'm rooting for. Who you got?
I got the hunter, baby. You
Are
know,
you on the hunter?
I want it. I also want to see FPS Reps make some plays here.
I love this mount.
All right, so we don't have a good ghost walk for him yet. He sees somebody over there for the snipe back. Low 1 hasn't made a move. Circle about to move in. This is where it's going to get frantic. It is so small. You see it in the center of your mini-map on the right. Every player has to make some adjustment here. And Low 1 going to actually use the preemptive smoke screen, just mount up, and then move a little bit farther in stealth.
Bird spotted out. But Desert, he just hightails it to the center. He is not interested in fighting that. Bird is going to have the high ground. Not for much longer, though. He's going to get pushed off. Snipe misses. Quick reload.
Oh.
Concussion bomb's good. Blink is better.
They're making some noise, though, Nick.
A lot of it.
It's a house party, and the police might just
Sword?
roll over.
Sword?
It's the sword play.
Sword?
He finds 1 kill. Can he get another one there? Oh, the 1 shot, though, wasn't enough. Desert UK beats him with the burst. But boy, oh boy, was that close. There's the withdraw just to gain ground. FPS Reps and Bird. These are teammates fighting each other, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to get it? They both have full armor. This is an honest duel. And Bird gets the first shot.
But Bird, he just doesn't have the firepower that the rest of these players do. He's working with a green slug. Purple crossbow right now, fighting into snipers, fighting into purple slugs, gold slugs. This is it. Bird, go for it, brother. Go, brother, go, brother, go. This is it. Hunter victory, baby. First one ever. Push it, Bird. No.
You got to go, right? You got to go, but he knows it's a sniper.
Out of armor.
He knows he has no way to do it. He gets the flare off. That's what he's waiting for, Nick. 2 teams remaining. A Hunter has made it to the final 1v1 versus the Assassin. No smoke screen, so it won't get countered. The Ghost Walk and the Withdraw is what you're going to have to pay attention to as their 2 mobility and defensive mechanics.
Biggest thing here, Desert, if he hits this snipe, he's pushing it. He's out of armor. He's not going to win the war of attrition here. He has to get the better opener onto Bird.
Let's Ghost Walk down. That's huge. Bird knows it. He sees a concussion bomb. Doesn't hit the snipe. Bird is still alive. And the withdraws here, allowing the maybe get a shot. He misses. Expecting Desert UK to maybe pop out a little earlier than he did. 9 potions for him in armor. 10 for health. But they don't give each other a moment's rest in this fight.
How does Bird play this?
Nice dodge roll.
Dodge roll. Flares his withdraw.
Heal. Healed and withdraw. Bait him. Oh my god, the sniper shot's too huge. He doesn't know where he is. I think this is it for Bird unless some miraculous play.
Use your
He's
withdraw.
Got the flare.
Stall. Withdraw, disengage, get away from this fight, walk. Just walk.
Concussion bomb. Oh,
come on, Bird!
Man. I mean, this is another man's victory, though. Desert UK, congratulations. Great victory.
I'm biased.
We were biased on the Hunter side. We wanted to see it succeed, but hey, maybe that's why it doesn't. And you got to say, listen, I think Bird played way too cautiously with his loadout. Withdraw can be one of the most beneficial, aggressive tools for you. But the flare, in many ways, maybe it held him back. I mean, a proximity mine in that situation, every fight that came down to being down to the wire, proximity mine is better than that flare for him. It just buys so much time. It just
sort of.
I personally think it is guaranteed. I mean, if he shoots that, that's a shot he's not shooting at you. You dodge roll in. You see the damage.
The vision though allows you to like hold that corner, go for that heal potentially, or just know, especially if you have to get into like a left shoulder peek situation, then you're on even footing, right? The vision there cancels out. I have the weak shoulder here. I would have liked to personally see. He doesn't know his armor potion situation, obviously, so this is
him rush earlier.
A little bit hindsight.
No, that's when you rush.
Or, you know, when it's not going away, after you eat that snipe, withdraw and just walk away. Just walk away. Legendary withdrawal stealth lasts forever. You can walk away, get behind a tree or somewhere. That's where you can sneak that heal in maybe. He's going to hear you come out of stealth, but that's okay. Hopefully you've already had this heal started by then. Maybe you start to climb back into that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to be split here. I would have preferred the Prox Mine, and I think the Flare obviously did well. It got him to this point, but it couldn't get the victory. And I just think it was a great effort by both players. Desert UK, I mean, comes out on top. He takes down not only FPS.
Who is that?
Reps.
I've never seen that
but
name.
Also, yeah, I mean, I've seen the name. He hasn't done much today. Hasn't done much today. I don't think I've seen him yesterday.
I've never seen him
I don't think I've seen him yesterday or before. So this is the first time I am seeing him, but I did see him today earlier on. I wonder what place he is in overall as well. I missed it as we were going through the standings.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen him at all.
And, you know,
our winner, Desert
UK.
So we've got Kefri back in first.
I mean, he probably jumped up quite a bit.
No, MTash still in first, excuse me. Alternate now in second. Z1, he's moved up all the way to, it looks like, 6th or 5th. Man, I don't see Desert on
I'm not going to lie, I don't see him either.
So many Twitch.tv/big streamer.
I mean, I see him. He's 14.
Okay. Well,
so he's number 14.
And that was, what, a 6K for him?
He jumps right into...
6 or 7 for him, that one.
He jumps into 8th. Pretty sure he's in 8th. Yeah. Big stuff there across the lobby.
Love that.
I mean, you know, great stuff, man. Good variety.
Have to wait another day.
So do you think Bird goes back to the Hunter, seeing how that worked? Do you think he says, oh, that was my mistake. I should have played that better. Oh, if I get a different loadout, I'm in a better situation against an assassin? Because inevitably, that's probably what you're going to fight in the final circle. Or does he just say, I did what I could. Just didn't work my way.
I don't know. A lot of ways to play that, especially when it's just that ring around the rosy on that one rock there. Almost equally surprised that we saw it earlier. I can't remember who Bird ended up killing this guy, but you know, the assassins can just hop up on that pedestal, on that rock, on whatever it is we're ring around the rosying around,
right?
And shoot down on you.
Well, that's what I saw. You know what? And I'm gonna say the moment actually that was more definitive. Remember when he did that withdraw and he went to the left side and then he kind of like didn't fully commit to going to the left side, although he was in stealth, and hit that and missed that shot. He just was like, by this rock, he withdrew, and he was thinking Desert was going to peek, and he shot, and it missed. I feel like if he just full commits there...
That's the theme of that game, is like hitting that shot out of withdrawal. That's it. That's why you pick withdrawal.
Right.
To set up...
Free shot.
And to get that opener. And if you don't, then it's kind of useless.
Also, my man, Desert UK, had a legendary sniper and a legendary burst rifle. I mean, and Bird, let's talk about this. He was working with a green slug.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done with that, but very, very cool to see a Hunter in the top 2. And if I'm him, I stick with it. I'm like, all right, now I'm getting the feels. I know exactly what I need to do.
Damn.
I'm ready.
I wanted to see it. It's got to be Danny then. Danny needs to get the first Hunter win.
You think? Nah, man, Bird's way closer.
I need a day 1
I love
Hunter.
Danny. But Bird is way closer in this tournament thus far.
Danny is running Hunter today.
He is, but he's just been non-existent towards those final circles. His play needs to shift a little bit. It's the hardest thing to do, man. When you're a fragger, you play this game, you just stomp pubs all the time, and you go into this competitive environment. and you realize how damaging and how unfun it is to die early and wait for the lobby to finish and then get back in the next game. It's just slowing yourself down.
It's kind of, yeah, you know, it's like sort of that rich get richer situation. The guys that are getting later in these games are getting better scores as well as just playing more. They're not going cold on anything. They're hitting shots. They're moving around the map. They're doing their thing. I don't know. I would, if I don't know. Do you just drop out and play pubs if you die early?
Absolutely, yeah. But you know what? Part of it is that, you know, it's not that you can't aim in the right moment. It's just you have to. Game sense is such a bigger thing. And you talk about too playing your class in the lobby, because this lobby, yeah, was a lot of mages heavy, but we started to see the shift towards assassins, and we've seen hunters not really have a lot of success until just late. You know, so Bird is playing the hunter every single round except round 1. I think he was an assassin. And he's now, like, getting the rhythm of, like, okay, how do I need to survive? What fights do I take here in this hunter? He's gotten a withdraw every time. You know, he's started to figure it out, what he needs to do.
He needs the bow. Any true hunter victory is going to come off the back of a long bow.
Like, I can't say aggression isn't rewarded because Imtashed is the leader, I believe, and he's been so aggressive. But he's found the right balance, and that is what the key is, I think, in competitive. Epidary taking some shots from far. Imtashed is close by. Epidary and Zap, and that's actually probably Imtashed Firebomb.
Got to be careful getting into that peak rhythm as well.
Yeah.
People start getting the read on you. Everyone afraid to commit here early.
So yesterday, Desert actually played with Baggins. That's what I'm finding out.
Okay. There you go. JJD.
I believe.
Looking for one. I'll take your word for it.
Well, I think. That's what I saw somebody say that.
Well, there you go. Heavenly, JJD, and Robbins. JJ's got his white slug. Picks up some boots as well, and now he realizes there is a third player here. How do I want to do this? I've got my blink up soon. I've got my conch bomb. That guy's got a sword.
Nice.
You know, I like seeing that coming at me, but at the same time, I'm very, very wary of it as well.
Right.
All right, this guy's got a knife in the gunfight.
And you're like, I backed up far enough, right? You take one
But
bit of
knives
damage.
hurt.
Yeah, you take one little swing, and you're like, oh, my God. Start panicking.
Yeah.
You're like, this could be over before I have a chance to respond. Let me do something.
We see that a lot. Like, if you take that one big chunk, it happened to Overpower when he missed, like, that blink didn't go his way. Like, one little thing not going according to plan can really throw off even some of the best players. They'll start to panic, and then, like, even a guy like Overpowered misses all of his shots after one little thing goes wrong.
Stress is a big factor in these top 10s, and it's a big factor in this game. I mean, you know you have your stream watching, but you know you have other players watching, and you have other people watching, and you have clips that are going to be made about it, and you're really like, you know, this is not, if this is really bad, this is going to live in infamy. If this is really good, it's going to live in fame. And it might change, you know, little things, man, change lives. You know, Myth was saying the other day about how he got his start, and it was just killing Summit in a crazy fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, little things, man, can have the biggest difference. So I think these players realize the gravity. They're also playing for $4,000 in first. So that's going to be a little handshaking.
Cherry on top. The tangibles. The money.
Well, yeah. I guess you'd rather get famous on a broadcasting platform than just get $4,000 today, right?
Sure.
It's better long-term.
It's a long-term investment.
Yeah.
In yourself. G-Dolphin. Hits the armor potion real hard. Now he's ready to rock and roll. Beautiful shot as well, falling off the cliff. Blinks back up. Concussion bomb.
Oh, my.
A little shuffle.
Oh, my.
A little two-stepping going on. Blinks, counter blinks, moves, counter moves.
Great breastplate as well.
It's a good-looking breast.
It's a good-looking breastplate. FPS Reps finds a kill. Onto Incon, nonetheless. Him and Lasses have been relatively quiet in this tournament. It's a lot faster than the tournaments they played in beforehand, though. So I'm curious to see what they're thinking about this pacing, the style.
Sheesh.
Shift already gets chicken. That should be the end for him. It's just a matter of who's going to get the kill. It's Strawberry Fields forever, who's done pretty well in Guntown. He's dropped in Guntown 2 to 3 times now, at least twice that we've seen him in the last few rounds, and gotten early kills. But look who's below him.
This is Saib's spot. He's trying to climb back to the top. Hot and cold. That's what happens, you know, when you're that aggressive player. You're not consistent, right? You're either blowing people out of the water or you're spiking up and down the placement chart all tournament long. Saib came out of the gate hot. A couple of cold rounds for him. Now he's trying to get it going again.
Man, huge pickups. I mean, that's like 2 men combining for the ultimate value there. Alternate as well getting in on that. I mean, I guess he was hoping he can get the chicken, but he does give his position away. You got to say, what's the value? Oh, an immediate thrust there, an immediate jump back up, and another thrust again. Cooldown, the only thing stopping Sidebait from taking to the skies once more. Strawberry Fields forever. Oh, making plays happen, but it's the burst rifle. It's the tracing. It's the little bullets outside of the solo bullets from the heirloom rifle that make the difference in that fight.
Hitting that good charge through turnaround is like a really good momentum shift for you in the fight. Just that guaranteed damage. You know you're putting a little bit of fear in the heart of your opponent. You get the switch as well. Overpowered, low one. Concussion bomb connects for low one. Little hot mount. Purple burst. Wait it out. Comes through. Even footing.
Smart. Smart. No panic. I mean, that was really good. He didn't give up accidentally the high ground by going down the stairs, and he just waited. He said, all right, I have these angles covered.
Yeah, that was nice. A lot of people do that where they just get too real hasty with like a blink or something and drop off the stairs or fall. He did his nice little jump mount, went forward, and then jump canceled his mount, which basically carries your mounted speed and momentum as you fall off the horse. So you're able to carry that through, and he uses all of that instead of blinking through, maintains his blink for the fight. Nice little loadout here going for Who's Roxas.
Yeah, this is what you want. It's just maybe the rarity on the shielding potion, and then you're feeling really good going into late game, even with green weapons of this caliber, because they're the weapons that you ideally will take into the final fight. I mean, hey, Bird did it. Who's Roxas knowing someone
How'd
might
that
be
work
around.
out for him? How'd that work out for him? Only second place. A loser.
Nice shielding potion, but, you know, he doesn't get aggressive afterwards, and he lets the cooldown way off. Mopork, however, and Who's Roxas' duel will be interrupted soon. You can guarantee that. At least 2 other players are collapsing onto this area. One from above, one from below. Mopork looking to find it. That's a ghost walk. Oh, during the charge. That was beautiful.
And now
Now
foul on the play. Flag on the field. G-Dolphin comes in. He doesn't like what he sees.
Yellow card.
Ejected from the game.
Suspended, too.
And
suspended for about 20 minutes. And Mikey says, hey.
Look at this. The bench is rushing the court now, Evan.
I mean, this is like...
The referee is dead.
This is teammate.
You hate to see it.
Here. Mikey and G-Dolphin, the duo partners. And look at that. Just taking each other down. And guess who's still alive? Freaking Mopork, man. Oh, and the beautiful crossbow shot from above. Doesn't get a headshot. Ooh. But, oh, look at this gear. Ooh. And he stops the disenchantment that might have taken place because, obviously, you know, Mikey might have wanted that. And if he couldn't take it, disenchant it so another assassin can't pick it up.
Gold shotgun. That's a heavy hitter. If Mike can get the spacing right on this, and we talked about how Ghost Walk can allow you to do that. Just the movement speed helps you close the gap, but the common Ghost Walk doesn't give you a ton. He's looking for it. He wants to use his gold shotgun. Blink back up. Come on.
Oh, no.
A little bit late there.
Those angles are so good. Loot up, man. Epic breastplate right there. Talked about how
everyone just keeps getting knocked down to this loot pile.
Even your gloves. He missed his gloves. That's epic gloves. That's a big deal. Swap speed with the shotgun is going to pay dividends for him, potentially. He needs to reload. Shot still missing. Ghost Walk as well. Blinks up and above. Falls down. He has a second. He has the vision as well. Mopork doesn't want to push. They both have to heal. So luckily, it is a draw.
That almost killed him. I mean, you gotta make sure that you're paying attention to how much ammo you've got left in your clips.
Oh, and Mo's gonna push. Relaunch the angle. Oh wow, and this is starting to look bad because Mikey, during that time, Mo mounts up.
Why
and
are you
gets
not
vision.
armoring up right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mikey goes ahead and does it, and he gets a couple of first shots, and that's the difference, right, Nick? Now it's basically the exact same as far as what it was beforehand in life lead. Mikey just a hair ahead of Mo.
Sup?
My dude, and these like landing down crossbow shots. He better hit these as well. Wow. And man, oh man, the aggressor gets the spoils.
Wow. Gets it done? I'm surprised. Not often do you see people like drag their feet like that when they have armor potions to use. Their opponent's healing. They can hear that. That was my big thonker.
Your big thonker on the day. Fungal Forest notably a little quiet. And it is round 5 out of 6. $4,000 on the line. And Tash currently in the lead of the lobby. And I believe he is still alive.
Look at JJ's armor situation here, man. He is healthy. He's got a lot of armor.
Okay.
It's a purple AR. I hate this gun.
Well, you know, Grego's really happy for it right now, especially against JJD. He's missed a few, but it's giving him such good information.
Oh
Every little damage tick tells him exactly where he is throughout the leaves. I think this should be an easy cleanup unless JJD plays out of his mind. He's got the sniper. He's going to ghost walk immediately. He knows where he's coming. He's going to get out early. Oh, and the blink will not be where he wants. Grego, do it to him.
That's not the JJD I know. Hashtag not my JJD.
Oh, and Anonymous.
A defenseless man. Another shot in the back of the head.
And get the gear. So much gear down there.
Man, solos has just been, it's a lot of nonstop action.
Yeah.
I gotta say, there's like always something happening.
Because, I mean, it's the tenet, right? It's the rule of solos where you hear action fighting, you go towards it, you don't interrupt until you know you have an advantage.
You get easy claps.
And that's what keeps happening. Then one guy interrupts, he has the advantage. And then another guy interrupts, he has the advantage. And then another guy interrupts, he has the advantage. I don't know if you could tell the pattern there where I was going with it.
What happens next? Oh, Prox mine, boys. It's time.
Hello.
Alternate. He's feeling the pain.
Legendary.
It's the legendary
By
Prox
the
mine
way.
as well. But
Look at
now,
this. He's going to get the kill.
the poor hunter.
He's going to get the kill.
3 HP. Prox mine. Prox mine.
Oh, no. 3 HP. This is crazy. I still think it's going to get the kill.
And now we see the weakness of the hunter in its natural habitat. Alternate could literally just shoot it. Just don't panic. Just shoot it.
Yeah, look. He's going to find the angle. Look, it's coming. It's coming. He knows where he is. Right here.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Got him.
Oh.
I told you, Nick.
Now how does he confirm the
Another
kill?
Prox mine.
Okay, so this is the clip we take when we need to talk about buffing hunters. Give him wall climb. Give him the Koga wall climb.
Yeah. Wow, that's really a big buff.
This is
Isn't this enough? He's clearly going to, I mean, just one more Prox mine. He's good. Alternate, why are you slowing this down? Wait, what?
He's broken line of sight of it.
Wait,
he's
what?
Like, he's in a little
Oh, my
nook.
God. Alternate. And he's got 3 seconds, Nick. That Prox mine may not be on cooldown fast enough. It's going to go down. Will he find the kill? He gets chicken again. And this time, Bird knows exactly where he is. Can he play do-si-do? 2 chickens remaining. And Alternate, man, oh, man, trying to just keep this going. Look at him. He's breaking line of sight so well. Oh!
Very boy.
Why did he wait?
He got it.
That's funny, man. Nothing to say except
And Book
laugh
of
a little
Ken
bit.
sorting people.
Purple sword kill.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Prox mines. Ken is sorting people. Dear God, Mopork has just killed Twitch.
And you know what? Exactly.
All of Twitch is dead.
I gotta see. This is why I really like just the variety of things we're seeing and how Hunter is.
What a wild day.
You know, it's just it's so funny, dude. I mean, this is exactly like I feel like Bird might have heard me, and it's really RNG. You know, he forged right, and he just got the gloves and he got the proximity. He's like, whatever. But I love how he's using it.
It's so funny.
The projectile speed increase is what I think the difference is, though, because you can throw it in these angles that you weren't able to hit because it moves so much faster. So he was able to eventually track down Alternate. Although it did take a while.
I think arming faster could be a cool thing to scale for the Prox mine rarity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest.
It'd be pretty nutty.
That's
at a
why it
legendary
has
rank,
to do
right?
that, and then that's where the damage probably comes down. It has to do stupid damage, because to use it like in a normal situation, people are gonna move away from it.
Right.
They're never gonna take the epicenter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's enough, though. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Fake Cito holding out in this house. Mopork is outside. He's got 2 eliminations to his name. Definitely in the conversation. Bird, definitely in the conversation. A big game from him will do wonders. Man, the way he found that last kill in Lumberfall was pretty exciting.
Oh.
He knows it's a game he wants to win.
Uh-oh.
And Bird rotating. Oh, man, and here's where you have to wonder. He's just going to go back and stay safe.
Prox mine.
Yeah, he's Prox mine, right?
Prox mine.
Prox mine.
Got him. Ooh.
Prox mine.
Mopork. Out of dodge, brother. But he knows that someone else is around here.
He's
Doesn't
good players.
quite catch him. Fake Cito just around the river bend.
And Mo's the one who does not want to cross into the river right now because he has no armor potions whatsoever. A minute left. 10 teams remaining in round 5, Nick.
10 healing.
10
no armor.
teams to decide. Maybe at this point, a really crucial juncture of fate between the remaining 10 players. And FPS Reps found himself with 3 elims yet again.
Gotta remember, this is round 5. We've got 1 to play. This is do or die for a lot of these guys. You got to get yourself in a position to be within striking distance of the money or wherever you want to be, wherever you're happy. Now is the time to rise. He goes for the mount and all of that. My dude.
Yeah.
Boyd picks it up.
And Bird finds the kill on the Mo.
Let's go.
That's big for Bird.
The dreams of a 100 victory are alive.
Second place, Nick, a huge negative score last game. Now with 2 and finding a big kill on the Mo, who's a conversation piece in terms of top 10.
The big thing, Evan, is just his ability. The situation is just so trash compared to what it was last game.
But, yeah, and there's nobody he can kill, right? I mean, I don't think there are
no
any
forges. Yeah, God forbid, there's no hunters he's running up on. Unless he pulls a purple something out of a chest that no one has looted magically at this stage of the game. It's going to be one hell of an effort from Bird if he's going to come out on top.
He needs the gun, man. That's what he really needs. You're right. I mean, a legendary or an epic burst or slug, that'll do it. Insom and FPS Reps holding on to both of those. But it's not enough quite yet. Bird's going to have to play this one safe. Fake Zito now holding down this house. And low one outside. Bird still patiently approaching, stalking his prey, and low one, however, becomes the one who's stalking here. And this is the same house. Oh, but he knocks him upstairs. That's the best thing that could have happened.
I know. Proxmine.
Oh, and Proxmine. Oh, and Bird.
That's it.
Ice block, you never know. Oh, yeah, I do know. Proxmine. Oh, it did damage. Look at that. It did do damage. Uh-oh. Can Bird's life be saved? No, Gentle Giant will find the kill there on the mage. But now it's going to be low one. Nice snipe. Dangerous stuff there from him. Low one finds it, and Lazbra is still involved. FPS Reps goes down to twitch.tv/FakeZito. And meanwhile, 1 HP.
Hold it down.
Chillin'.
Looted. Chillin'. Blink up. Low one. Hell of a loadout here. The only thing that's not legendary on this man is his burst rifle, and it's purple. Goes for the little rope-a-dope special there. Has to blink out the window if he wants it. But why take the risk? Sitting on 4 kills, 6 remaining. People are fighting each other. Wait it out.
I like it. And Sam goes back to the window. Another aspect of the mage that can compete with the assassin. The ice block, very similar to that defensive invulnerability that the assassin has in the ghost walk as well. 6 teams, 40 seconds before things get real hairy here. Insom moving along, and we've seen Insom use that mobility very freely, so to speak, and he just gets to the high ground and starts firing back.
Fake Zito takes a lot of damage from a lot of different angles. Low one. Okay, I was going to say, somebody hit him with a frost something. It was definitely this sniper from across the way.
Oh!
It's so noticeable. Another big tag on an Insom. It's cool, but it's like, I'm probably not getting that kill if I drop that.
Exactly.
Someone else hearing that.
But you know what you do? I mean, you do take his resources
away. You look at on stream.
Yeah, you look at on stream, you take his resources away. Like, if you find him later on, that's 3 or 4 pots he doesn't have now.
Yep.
Especially since he's a mage, it really is about 3 or 4 pots.
It's true.
6 teams remaining. Now the circle's getting tight, Nick. It's 30 seconds before it moves in. Insom and Fake Zito right above each other on the northeast side. Low one by himself, looking the most, I think, safe in this engagement. 1 HP knows Book of Kin is nearby, and Lazarus also there to maybe steal some of these fights. Sees the barricade. Here's the firebomb. That's 2 abilities. He knows that this engineer is without much.
But what he is with is
legendary weapons.
Yes, sir. I don't know if he'll be able to use both of them. At this range, he's probably just going to stick with his revolver.
Oh, he got one.
Shut down from up top. Low one hits the blink outside. Hello, sir. This is getting awkward, though. The concussion bomb is going to land. Lazarus goes into the Ghost Walk mid-flight, so he can't take any more damage. 1 HP is here. This is a bit of a cluster bomb. 4 players remaining. Each of them behind their own little rock or bush. Thank goodness that's a bouncy bush.
Yeah, that is a very bouncy bush. I don't know where they make them.
Oh, yeah.
And the thrust, not the best idea. At least it does grab some fire.
Honestly, it kind of was, because he got concussion bombed, and then the thrust is what saved him from getting shot in the face, I think, there. I think he had the trajectory of conch bomb. Yeah. Thrust, definitely still a risk to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get those little mid-air jukes. Low one misses twice.
1 HP fighting Lazaro. 1 HP doing a great job. He's got legendary weapons. That is going to make it difficult. Though it misses again. Low one comes over. He knows he's got a chicken. And now it's 1 HP who gets taken down. Low one with the Ghost Walk, trying to avoid the sword.
Is that Ken?
Oh, the sword play from Book of Kin, trying to change the game.
Brother Ken.
And the meta
Brother
with
Ken.
the sword dynamic. And he is not going to make it. His head Needs a little bit more protection. Lasbra low one.
Dude.
For round 5.
I've never seen
that was close, man.
An absolute unit like Book of Ken committed so hard to the sword. He like had ammo in his slug rifle he could have been using, but he is such a man. He just said, "Nah, son."
I mean, what's Lasbra gonna do? And now he knows that probably the Ghost Walk is not at a legendary level because he doesn't have it right back.
Now he's getting conk bombed out of the fog.
This is bad. This is bad. I think I'd love to see Lasbra blink in and then reverse conk bomb and just change the perspective. Now he blinks defensively, and this is not great. Low one has exactly what he wants. He's going to blink away now. This is where I want to see Lasbra get aggressive, change the dynamic, take the high ground away. He does it. He does it. And now, you know what? You see Low one trying to get it back. Lasbra is still hitting a good shot. Ghost Walk there. The concussion bomb misses. Sniper rifle still there. No player has decided to go to it. And it's going to be Low one who has control, who has safety, and he has the win. 6 eliminations and a Crown Royale for him.
Good stuff there. I think all around there, especially from Ken. Big props to the sword. Doesn't get it done. I mean, it's 1 kill.
Yeah.
That's 1 more kill than I think we've seen from the sword in a long time.
I know. We saw one against Josh OG in the last week's 100K. But other than that, I don't think I've seen
That's a
one.
top 5 sword gamer right there. You really can't get that in many places.
Low one. Yeah, his 1 kill was with the sword. Awesome from Book of Ken. Lasbra and Low one take an incredible score there.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. At least he stands for something, unlike Shaw.
I must have missed Bird, and it must have been because of the energy. Because I was looking for B.
Looking for B.
And I didn't
There's
see it.
There's Buddha. 420 brain.
So this is round 5. I mean, going into this, now we look at the overall. This is going to decide where everyone can land. So, oh, man, it's close. It is close. Low one with that last score jumps way ahead. And Kefri, FPS reps, Imtashed, Bird, General Giant, overpowered, Z1 unknown, separated by just 13 points.
Wow. Rough stuff there. Imtashed. Bird and Kefri climbing their way back in. But Low one, just the consistency. Cybate falling out of the money as well.
Most top 10s.
And he's 13th, so definitely in striking distance, but he's got to have a good game here. He's already at 11 eliminations after having, what is that, 3 rough games now. So I wonder if he slows it down. This is kind of the same thing that happened to him and Low one yesterday where they were so far out in front.
Yeah.
But then they just had worst case scenario in 2 of the final 3 rounds. And that's where you start to get shook, and that's where you start second guessing yourself a lot.
Dude, I was going to say Cybate. At the beginning of the conversation was, wow, he's going to make, 4K and split that evenly with Low one yesterday and get 2K. And he's going to make maybe 4K today after the first rounds. But now Low one's looking like he's going to be the one who makes 4K today. Cybate's still in the conversation, though. He's 55 points, I believe, which puts him 20 points away from Z1, who is second. And so that means that there's really a 20-point difference. So that can be overcome in a game. I think that's where you start to say there is swing potential here. But they've got to have a bad spill.
Yeah.
In the top 8.
You need help. I think with 1 round to play, when you're trying to get into the money, you need some help. You need some people to fall out, for sure. There's only, so much. And even today, right, we haven't seen those massive, minus 20s, minus 25s. The biggest days for certain duo teams are far bigger. And I think it's probably because a lot of people just rotate into these fights late, and you kind of die whenever you're taking fights consistently. You run out of, if you take too many fights, you just run out of stuff. You run out of sustain.
And you also, man, how many solo wins do you get where you frag 14 people? It's
not easy.
Very unusual. Like, pretty common solo win where you do well is like 7 to 9, right? And that's where you're like, all right, I definitely fought. I had some good kills. I was in control all game. Anything above that, and you're like, I was kind of fragging out. I was really fragging out, and I got some pub stomps that happened in between as well. So I'm very excited. If you're interested in knowing what's going to happen, we don't know.
Poor Hunters.
And we're going to find out, though, in this round, which decides it all. 4,000 to the first place, 2,000 to second place. I believe 1,500 to third.
Fun fact, if you want to get on that log stack, that Bird was trying to get on, you got to jump.
Side.
Yeah, you have to do it from the flat side to get your wall jump.
Good tech.
Yeah.
All right, so where are the drops here, man? Here's where we're figuring it out. Where are the drops here?
Cybate's been going to, he's kind of my one to watch, right? Because he's the big story of like in and out, hot and cold.
Yeah.
He's still in there. Still could make some money today. He's gone Goblin Gulch all the time. That's kind of his spot at this point. Now that we've started to actually pay attention to where he's been dropping him in low one.
Yep.
Yesterday, it's even that literally the northernmost town, that little itty-bitty unmarked thing northeast of Goblin Gulch. That's where he and low one were going a decent amount. I wonder if he's headed there. I don't see his name in the cluster at the moment. I see low one. He's headed up there. Shift is going back up there. Alternate's headed close. He's in the Badlands at least. A lot of traffic in the desert, which is not... That was not the theme of Realm Royale in the first couple of weeks.
And I mean, this is interesting. Desert UK. Not landing even anywhere near the desert. Landing towards Northport. FPS reps and Chappie nearby each other. So we'll have to be paying attention. Kefri as well in the conversation for the money. You're going to start to see more of this combo, more of this, I think, race for first place through 8th to get prizing. Develop based on who dies, who takes that positive 20. And remember, every single person now counts as a team. So that cap doesn't start decreasing until 19 players are remaining. There's still 55. So it's a long way before you're not taking a 20 bomb.
Drops in the old armor piece, get it going. Quick craft here, just 1:30 on the clock, Bird. And JJD.
And apologies, it was Kefri who was in second. Z1 was 8th. So Kefri's in second with 35. 23 behind.
Good little lead built for low one.
Yeah, 23
Kind of
points.
sort of out of nowhere, but when you're hanging around there and then you have a breakout game like that, that happens.
I think, what do you do here? Because there's 3 different things, right? Like, I think survival's probably the safest.
For who, low one?
Yeah. Just try to survive.
Definitely, yeah.
The chances of anyone getting a negative 23 or something like that is rough.
Exactly.
But the problem is, you know, somebody in the top 8 getting 7, 8 kills, you know, negative 17. If you take a positive anything and you don't have any elims, that could be rough. Bird. Oh, no. JJD.
The lad.
Taking down the 4th place Bird. That's going to bump him out of the money. 20 points there. Added to his overall 40. He is now 48 behind low one score to start.
That guy's a monster, man. No fear. JJD is here.
Cuss is down. Oh, Nick. Sybe 8 died as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's Sybe 8, one who we thought might be able to make that run and contest low one if things all went well. No. He's had a great start and just a worse and worse end.
The boy's gone cold.
So he is out of the money as well.
Oh, one more shot would have done it there, or even a green burst. That's a rarity right there. That's a rarity drop. You just don't have the damage. 4 people within about arm's reach of each other. Blinking out the window. One guy looking to get disengaged here.
Mtash is 5th.
Mtash hot on his trail. Mtash held the lead for so long, the majority of this tournament. It's only a 6-round tournament. He held it for like 3 or 4 and was in second, I think, for 1 more. So he has definitely been hot on the heels of the leader, if not the leader himself, for almost all of this event.
This man is forging. Wow, it takes some gall.
A true engineer.
True engineer. And he's got that forge speed. And Nick, this is where maybe it does start to matter. I mean, we've seen him have,
out of here 10%
we've seen him have
faster,
a
brother.
lot of gear. And he has been forging quite often, taking advantage of that passive. It may not seem like a lot, but over time, over all the forges that you do, it does start to be a lot of seconds.
I think, yeah,
that you're not sitting.
The move speed on the hunter, the forge speed on the engineer could be good. They just need
bump it to 15.
Higher.
Bump it to 15.
15, 20. I think 20. Started at 20, right?
20, they're OP, Nick. They're OP.
That's too much.
How could you buff the hunter like this? It's OP.
It's 12 seconds off your armors, your abilities, your weapons. 6 seconds off your potions. It's good stuff. I think 20. That's a good starting spot for me. And you know, playing so much Paladins with Nimble 1 and 2, right?
Right.
You don't notice 10%, 20%.
You start.
You
to
notice it.
Yeah.
30%. You feel good about it.
You feel real good.
So let's get to 20.
Let's get to 20. Still
for my poor hunter who can't chase a gnome 10 feet above his own head, and by the grace of God had a legendary prox mine to get the job done.
By the grace of God, by the grace of RNGs. And that's really what these players are hoping for, right? Not to get in a bad fight right now. And Slick has just found one. Z1 unknown. Man, this is kind of a bad fight for him. He is in 48 points. So he is actually the one who is about 13 away from being number 2 in this whole engagement. I mean, $2,000. If he has a big frag game here, and Kefri somehow takes an L in the next 13 players, I mean, this is a clear potential switch.
Wow! Are you kidding me?
He finds it. Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me, mate?
What the hell? That was insane. I mean, I think another one of those situations where too far away to hear the dink, but that's got to be a headshot there. That's a one and done.
Oh, Gentle Giant and Shift about to fight, and a Flux fighting as well. Gentle Giant is actually in 6th place to start this round, and so far, so good. He looks to find this kill. Shift looking to maybe poach this A, but it's going to get fried before he can arrive. Shift, however, will be taking the high ground, and this is where things get interesting. Oh my god, a wall? Are you kidding me?
Hell
Just
yeah.
to get the vision. Great play, and I think he hits the fireball, goes through the armor, and he gets himself around the barricade. Shift will only have so long to fight through it. He's got the high ground, though. No!
He's out of
Shift
ammo.
goes down, and Gentle Giant. This is the type of performance that wins you games.
He ran out of ammo. He started to reload there and just stopped shooting. Unfortunate. Game Hunter on a Hunter. No kills. Chasing down Young Desert, the winner from last game.
That's big, man. Because Bird dropped out, you're probably expecting Gentle Giant now. He was only 4 points away. I mean, that's already the switch. He's already jumped into what is 4th place now. And depending on how FPS reps, who's in 3rd, by the way, pretty ridiculous for his, like, 5th day playing this game ever.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, he's going to be, they're getting into some big money.
Wow. You destroy that blast shot there?
Prox Mine, Doc.
With your Prox Mine on cooldown?
Hashtag Prox Mine.
I think you throw the Prox Mine.
It's good in this spot.
Tech swap the blast shot. Get conk bombed anyway.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And then say, well,
No.
I don't know, I played it perfectly.
So the Prox Mine will destroy if you switch it out, but you
Oh,
could
really?
blast shot, get that, and then just switch to the Prox Mine, then throw that.
Squeezing every bit of value
You
out
could
you
do
can.
that. Yeah. All right, so that was a good one by Desert UK. I'm not sure where he is in the conversation. He is out of the top 8, but again, even top 16 wasn't too far away. Really, you're looking at Book of Cannon, G Dolphin, and Mo, and Alternate. Those are the players that are probably able to make the biggest swings, still with only 51 points. And one of the bigger conversations is that Kefri is still alive, from what we know.
Close to MTash, though.
And that's a big, big fight.
It's two big boys. They started to skirmish with each other. That's why we flopped over there earlier. But they never finished. Oh, my goodness. Gentle Giant with some loot.
Some loot out here, and the wall. Now,
he upgraded it.
Is this him in Collision and Gentle Giant and Collision? And Gentle Giant, was he the one who always kind of favored and played with the wall and utilized that well?
I can't remember, to be honest
I
with
know
you.
there was someone who
There
it
was
might
a
have been
dude.
Insom. It was either Insom, I think, or Gentle Giant.
There was some guy that was making hot plays with the wall.
Yeah.
It was like 3-in-1 game. Not just like all tournament long. But the wall, kind of a scuffed barricade for my money.
24 teams now. Round 6. We've already seen the the 4th place team heading into this round die. So they've taken a positive 20. They've bumped themselves out. All those placings have pushed in towards first. Low one almost guaranteeing himself first now because he doesn't seem to be taking very many positive points, but still could take 20. And Kefri is still alive, so a crazy game from him might change the conversation.
Yeah, there are a lot of people around low one right now. And I know that because I've got twitch.tv/Realm Royale map up on my second monitor.
Nick, if he dies, right, I don't know how many kills he has, but if he dies now, he takes a 20 bomb, he doesn't have any kills. This is anybody's.
It's a ball game.
It's literally top 8. Anyone can take first. Because that would put him at a 32 score, and Kefri starting this round was at 35. I mean, Kefri would take first if he just made top 10 at that point. Unless what we saw, Gentle Giant keeps having a crazy game, or Imtash goes off, who's already got 2 eliminations. He's got someone above him as well. Oh, and this is E1 Unknown. This is another player in 7th at this moment who is trying to fight. Imtash takes a big shot, and they are so exposed. The fog not moving in.
Dude, he's got one healing
He's
potion.
got time, but
Rip.
Nick, the burst rifle,
it.
the firebomb, that's what he's going to have to make use out of in a horrid situation for someone who is aiming for big prize money here. He's pushing.
I think you gotta just dive on a forge here and just try and get a potion craft off.
You think? I think he
leverage that big boy.
Oh, what a huge fight! Oh my God, General Giant takes down the leader. He's already got 3 elims now. Low One takes a positive 20, maybe a little bit less because he might have had some elims. Cookie Man could play spoiler here as well. Fireball does miss. Oh my God, the Stone Spear is godlike, and he finds Cookie Man also. So, wow, 5 elims, leader down, taking a positive 20. General Giant is now close to your favorite to take first.
Crushing everyone in his path with that Frost Stone Spear. One of the best just weapon enchantments to come on that weapon. He just completely explodes Low One. And so many people in a rough spot, kind of including Kefri, to be honest. Doesn't have a lot of armor. No armor potions to work with. 1 healing potion. Book of Ken is doing it to him.
And you know what? He's in a decent spot. He's not taking a 20. If he gets some kills here, anything can still happen, ladies and gentlemen. Things are still up in the air because Book of Ken has a score of 49. Right now, you're probably placing if you get anywhere below a 30. So if he can get a negative here, if he can have a big game, you never know, but time is running out for him and the rest of the lobby. The leader, however, for everyone's delight, has been taken down. Low One is gone. And Imtash and Overpowered, they both saw that. 7th and 5th place. And they're happy.
But Imtash, nothing to heal with, man. He's not even really outrunning the
oh man, I don't
the fog there.
Oh, lucky.
And nothing to heal with. No healing totem, no armor potions, no healing potions.
You just poach a fight?
Maybe.
I mean, I think you just show up after they've literally fought each other.
Right.
You just show
and
up.
Try to like grovel some healing potions. You're not going to get any armor potions.
No.
You're not Gentle Giant sitting on 10, 10, 1100 armor.
Wow.
Purple Burst, Gold Stone Spear with the Frost Enchantment, Purple Soar.
The only thing is the Fireball, right? I mean,
where's he sitting right now? Where's he sitting in the standings?
He's the lead. He'll probably take first.
Oh, my goodness.
He started out in 6th place.
He started this game in 6th.
But Low One and Bird both took 20s.
He's shaving 10 off.
Low One might have taken, I don't know how many kills he died with.
He dies, if Giant dies right now, he's getting a +8, but that's not happening, obviously. He could go huge this game. There's still 17 other kills left for him on the battlefield. And he is by far the most looted player we've seen.
I think Low One took a positive 20. I don't think he had any kills. Oh, this is big. Kefri and Z1, they were fighting earlier. You got to give the advantage to Kefri and how he's performed with the sniper rifle. He's got the right peak now. Great reposition. Z1 knows that.
But Kefri, remember, no armor potions, 1 healing potion.
You're right.
That's
and
that's
it. No armor now. And Z1 is clearly in the advantage. He's got the concussion bomb, and there's nowhere for Kefri to go. There is literally nowhere for him to go. He's got to fight his way out. He avoids the concussion bomb. Meanwhile, Imtash Overpowered are fighting, and Slick is ready to poach. This is getting tense. 18 players remaining. Gosh, now there's 17. Imtash taking down Overpowered, and he's trying to fight off against Slick. But Mopork shows up. Oh, from high ground, and he ends up taking down Imtash as well. Z1 just waiting for this fog. How long does he have to move? He still doesn't get him off. I don't think that did damage. I think Kefri just dismounted.
Yeah, it's such a long cooldown, right? Kefri and Z1, this is going to be it. The fullbacks charging at each other. Now first shot lands from Z1. He connects 2 in a row. A valiant effort from Kefri. Z has got to go. Z got to start healing right now, or you're down.
Now,
brother.
Now. He could do it. He could do it if he goes now, but can he get around? That's the thing. He has epic boots. He has purple boots, so this may be enough, but it's so late, Nick, in the game, and he doesn't have the epic or the legendary breastplate, so his health, his regeneration is going to just be rough. His best goal right now, just survive. Maybe someone else will die so you don't take as positive of a placement and you stay in the money.
Man, he pop all 3 of these, and it's time to go. I think you Poppy Bomb Blink to get up over this ridge because your mount is going to be so slow.
Can you?
There's a chance that he makes it out.
God, he's used everything.
Why are you going that way?
Kefri maybe has potions. That's his only hope.
He doesn't.
It's his only hope, Nick. He's trying. Oh, no, Z. Oh, no.
What?
Ow! Yeah, ow is right. There was nothing. He knew it. He couldn't get around.
It's far, but it's on his mini-map.
Wow.
It's like you can see it on his mini-map.
All right. I don't know, man.
I think you
might have wanted to just try and go around on the right side.
Guaranteed get in waddle range. Like, you could have then waddled into. Oh, man.
It's rough to see it happen like that. Like, the way that he went out, that is a hard thing to watch. after just taking down Kefri. So he doesn't go down much better than him. I mean, he has a couple elims. I don't know how many Kefri had. He actually had 0, I believe. Imtash having 3. Despite going down 17th, he did have 3. So this is still really good for Imtash, who's going to be at least staying 5th or maybe moving up. Most likely because Bird and Kefri took some real positive scores there. But it's Gentle Giant who's jumped way ahead, Nick. Yeah. Overpowered. Z1 are dead. The top 8 is basically all dead, except FPS Reps. No, he's dead too. Wait, so is Gentle Giant. Everyone's dead.
Did Gentle Giant die?
He must have.
I don't see him on here. Wow.
Wow. So things have gotten interesting here. And really, Alternate and Book of Ken. I mean, those are the 2 players who are closest involved in terms of points that can maybe make something happen. They were, I think, 9, maybe 13, both of them. 10 teams remaining.
Buddha hunting it down. Nothing really going on. Circle's just closing in on these players. There is enough cover for, you know, 10 guys to survive into this late game circle. A couple of shots popping off here.
Wow.
Looks like between 46 and whoever they're fighting, they're directly on top of each other. Someone's coming out on top, and it's going to be Buddha. Buddha tracks it down, Lightning Sniper. And you have to say Anonymous killed Gentle Giant. He's got his Frost Spear. He's got his Legendary Wall.
Yeah, you'd assume. It's rough, man, because I don't think Anonymous is even in the conversation here, but you never know. I mean, so many of the top 8 died early. And Anonymous, yeah, I mean, not really even in top 16 to start this one out, Nick.
The Legendary Fireball, that's, I mean, it's hard to account for that. It's hard to account for 720 burst, just kind of out of nowhere. Mage is tough to play against because it's just that wild card of what kind of fireball do they have? How do I prepare for this? How do I take this fight? You have to, I guess, assume the worst there if you want to play it safely. But I could see it. I could see it, right? You know, someone just they burst you for 1,500 up front. At that point, you're panicking, right? Because you're like, what the hell just happened to me? Am I getting shot by 2 people? You're worrying about that. You're not focusing on the fight, and it's easy to go down.
Very, very interesting. But I think the real big stories here are going to be Book of Ken, who we've kind of made fun of and laughed along with throughout this broadcast in a lighthearted way. We love you, Book of Ken. And Alternate, who are outside of the top 8, but have the chance to move in, have the chance to make some plays, make some things happen. Both 2 eliminations for Alternate. Mopork has 3. I just don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's in striking range.
Oh, he's getting dangerously close to the striking range of that Proxmine.
No, he is. Sorry. He's only 2. He's actually ahead of Alternate. They were tied with 51 points to start this out. So Mo is also in the conversation to move up in the top 8. As is Alexi, potentially, depending on how many kills Alexi has. Only 6 points behind Alternate and Mo. Things are starting to get interesting here. How many kills is that, Nick? I was not. Oh, God. You missed that, too. Alexi. All right, 0. So this is rough for him. He's got to find some big kills. Alexi could do it. He's only 6 points behind Mo and Alternate. Book of Ken, only, I believe, 2 points in front of them at 49. Going into this lobby, all of the top 8 have died. Every single one. What an ending.
This is tense, man. I mean, Anonymous is in a good spot here just because he was able to poach like the 1 geared mage that happened to be in this game. Got his class weapon. Another legendary ability, Alternate, and Book of Ken about to do it. Alternate hits the biggest snipe of his life.
That's huge. You know why? I mean, great blink as well, but it's because he's directly in front of Alternate. So Alternate, turning the tides, not only takes someone who's ahead of him and gives him positive points, but eliminates a team, gets an elimination. That's a -3 to his score and a positive score to his opponent. That is huge. But what's going to happen now? He's hiding in the fog.
Get the healing.
And this is just a strategy. He's just probably trying to make sure everyone realizes that, okay,
because somebody else shot Ken.
Yeah.
As he came out of there. That was not all Alternate by any means.
Are you serious?
Alternate has 9 healing potions. Dude, just burn him.
Burn
him. Shit, get this man shook. He's gonna break. He's gonna get out of there. Greg has the healing potions to burn here, Alternate. Alexi's out.
I mean,
don't burn any more armor. Yeah, I mean, you got to burn one every once in a while.
But now he's in a great spot. He still has a vantage point. But maybe he's going to get caught up with some other things. He knows where Alternate's at. He knows someone's coming around that area.
He's playing it so smart.
He is,
This is so. It's not an easy call to make, but this is a really smart decision by Alternate.
Is Lexi going to get bored?
He's hoping that someone else just picks him off. That's really what you're hoping for with this type of play from Alternate.
Oh,
Look at
there
this.
it is.
There it is.
Can he get in? Can he get it? Can he just find the shot? Oh, Anonymous finds the kill onto Alexi there. And where is Alternate? Is he still alive? He is a chicken. Can he make it back? No, he's going to go down, but at least his placement is a little bit better. That's a one-point play. That's a one-point play. Now it's Buddha.
We take those.
And you have to look at Mo, who I believe is still alive. No, he's not. He's down.
Is he? Wow.
So it's Buddha. It's Anonymous. It's Satori. And one other. I think Karaz.
Yeah, I think that is Karaz.
Oh, man.
You start to identify them by like how much of their Twitch whatever tag shows up in the spectator.
Notably, Alternate got a negative score there.
Okay.
So solid. He's definitely, I'm pretty sure he's top 8.
A little bit left to be decided here. 4 players remain. It's about to get real. This is right where the 100K ended. Dude, look at this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
This is the basically the exact same circle that ended that legendary 100K tournament with Shift and Slick coming out on top. Boxing right on the edge of the circle here. Shotgun play. The swap's just a little bit better from Satori.
Out of nowhere. Satori making moves. Buddha and Anonymous looking to aggress onto each other relatively soon here. And there's a wall from Anonymous. He knows exactly what he needs to do with that. And Buddha just hiding around the corner. And that's a fireball as well. Stone Spear, nothing to mess with. Stone Spear Clan ain't nothing to mess with. And it's going to be Satori who sees Anonymous go into the building.
What a legend.
Doesn't have the thrust. Fireball. It's not enough. It's not enough. It is not in the right area for him to take damage.
What a play.
So Anonymous will be able to heal up, although he's slightly in the fog.
Is he?
He was in the. He had to be in the fog to move away from the fire. I think that's what had to happen because I think it was like
just
damned if you
damage?
do, damned if you don't. And it might have spilled over.
Oh my goodness. What a beautiful reposition from Anonymous. You could see he almost didn't keep his cool there. Now he wants to get on this low ground again. Immediately drops a firebomb. Stone Spear shot. That was kind of ugly.
Why did he shoot the ground?
I don't know. That was kind of ugly.
Ugh.
That got ugly quick.
Great game though. I mean,
Yeah.
for Anonymous, and he honestly changed the lobby in many ways, and that's what you want to do. You want to have an impact, and you slot this game in the end, and it's really exciting. Who's moving where, and all these players die. But slot this game in round 2, and then you see the bigger picture of how these guys perform. I mean, that's what you have to do. It's like this is just like any other game. I mean, if you take a big L in round 2, you're in trouble. If you get a big win, you're in a great spot, and that's what they added to their books. Alternate with a negative score, and here it is. Alternate plays 3rd. And it's Kefri who comes in 4th, FPS Reps in 5th, only because of the elimination difference. So Alternate, that 1 point, Nick.
That's stupid. What a god play.
Now, the gods go to eliminations first.
Yeah, so Alternate's in the right spot.
This is right.
Alternate's in the right spot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
FPS Reps
is correct.
Should be above Kefri, though, because he has more kills than him, right?
FPS Reps should be above Kefri. Now, 5th through 8th, I believe, still gets paid the 500. But 4th gets the 750, I think. And I think Alternate got himself into the 1,500, dude. That healing play.
The girthy
also,
healing
hold
play.
on. Gentle Giant taking 2nd. That's big. And who was first? I was so focused on 3rd. What?
I didn't see it either.
Oh, God. It was low 1?
It was low 1.
Yeah, okay. It was low 1, man.
Oh,
Gentle Giant
man.
almost had the craziest game. He just couldn't finish it off. He took such a positive placement there. And I almost want to see, we have our little stats. The positive placement he took was a 14. Minus 14 off of that. Say he wins that game, and then all the eliminations that come with it. I mean, he takes first.
That's just wild.
Wild.
I love it. I love the play from Alternate paying off, making the 1 point difference for him jumping 3 places up. That's a big jump in the money.
That's a huge jump.
That is huge.
I mean, that's why you have to play every round as best as you possibly can. And if he rushes out, yeah, it's technically a 3-point swing, right? Because you deny the kill to that player who's chasing him, but it's not anyone who is in the top 2 above him, so it doesn't really matter in that way, but it does matter for anyone who would be wondering if that situation, say it was Kefri waiting outside or FPS Reps. Also, FPS Reps, big shout out, placing in the money, placing in like 5th, I believe. Huge stuff from him. 4th, I think above Kefri, right behind Alternate. And this is the overall 6-round solo tournament here for Realm Royale. The 10K Invitational, I mean, it's never been more exciting in my opinion. That was a heck of a lot of fun to cast and watch. It felt like it flew by.
Yeah, it did. It was only 6 rounds. That's all we're doing today, guys. The rest of the rulings were the same. It was a lot of fun to cast. Alternate comes out on top with that big healing play and just the eliminations. The amount, he almost got the most of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
So that was definitely a big factor, and that's what ultimately in that tie is what's going to put him up, because if everyone's tied on points, then we just go to kills, and then I think we go to like number of top 10 finishes after that or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you don't have to get too into the weeds.
Hopefully not, but that was really the three-way tie. Oh man, that's exciting. I'm content for today.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed us, make sure to check us out on Twitter or any of our other social medias. Rain Day Gaming, and of course, Iris Pretty Hair here with you, Evan and Nick. We will be back at another point in time. This week's Realm Royale tournament and competition is over, but we hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you have a great Thursday evening. Thanks to everybody who's been involved and to all the players for participating. It was one hell of a show. As always, friends, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and we'll see you all in the realm.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?